like about 2 hours. After I had like a whole route down and everything. Like I was a well-oiled machine with that game. And it had been so long since I had played it that I was like, I don't even know my route. I don't even know like the areas by memory anymore. And there's like this one area in the game that you just have to have a lantern or some kind of a light source for, because it's completely pitch dark.
Yeah.
And needless to say, long story short, I fucked up trying to get that. So I like had to like for a good portion of the area walk in almost complete darkness with like enemies, and like you could fall off the side of the cliff at any moment. And I was getting it so unbelievably angry at it.
Nice.
But anyway, it took me 5 hours, but we did it, baby.
Well, good for you. What's up, Keith? Keith's in here. Welcome back to Beer Clock, everybody.
Oh, you already went live.
Yeah, well, we said 10 o'clock. We got to be men of our word. So
we? When have we ever been?
We literally have past streams up on this channel even where you're like, oh, we're live, and I'm like, yeah, we said we were going live at 10. And you're like, oh, okay. So,
well, I know, but sometimes it's like 11:03 and you're like, I'm gonna go take a dump. You need anything? You need to go get a soda or anything? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Start at 11:15. Now, meanwhile, it's like I'm in the middle of the Dark Souls story, and oh, hey, what's going on, Keith?
No, I waited till you were done with the story to start it. Yeah, sorry, Keith. I said 10 o'clock because I'm in Central Time, the Lord's time
an hour
zone.
Behind us.
Yeah, the Lord's time zone, because New Cardinal is from friggin' Chicago, Central Time, baby. Every other time zone can suck it.
Every other time zone can suck it.
Why is it every other idiot creator that I know is in the Eastern time zone? It's like, good Lord.
It's because
man.
where all the cool people live, bro.
I don't know. I think it just says that like Eastern time people are more needy. And I say that as a needy streamer myself. So it's like I'm an emotionally needy person. So I need that.
Eastern time people are more needy.
I need that affirmation. Apparently that's more prevalent in Eastern time.
Will you share your screen with me, sir?
No. Yes, I will. So Adam was telling a Dark Souls story. Shocker, before we went live, and that's why we're a couple of minutes late. So I did not. What's funny is I
love how you blamed me being a couple minutes late on the Dark Souls story.
Well, let me finish, because that's kind of part of where I'm going with this. Is like, what's so funny is I was going to start stream. And then you said something about like your sister, and like literally my finger was on the button, and then you're like, yeah, my sister-in-law, and she's going through some stuff, and I'm like, oh shoot, glad I didn't go live, because we could have started broadcasting something what may not have been such a great idea. So no,
I wouldn't. Well, obviously I didn't know we were live, so never mind. But I was like, no, I would never air her business out like that. And I was like, well, I guess I wouldn't be volunteering it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been voluntarily doing it. You would have been doing it because I'm an insensitive prick.
Well, at least we all know that, right, chat?
There you go.
What does Santos think of Adam being like, Santos, I had the mug right here. It's on my computer desk. I look at it
that's
every
right.
day.
You freaking Santos mug. I'm jealous. I kind of want one. I need to get one for myself.
I wish my camera was up, or you could see my camera, because I would be holding it right here.
Let's make a new game. You want to make a new game?
Like a new file, or like a new game in the game?
New game in the game.
Sure.
So, genre. Action RPG, racing, trivia, life, board, puzzle, audio novel, educational.
Can't think of anything more boring than an audio novel game.
Popularity. Has that always been there? Maybe it has. I don't know.
Yes,
simulation, sim RPG, action RPG. Those are the most popular ones, apparently.
I mean, I'm a big action RPG guy, but what do I know?
Yeah, action RPG. I like action RPG. Oh, this is our first try. Oh, wait, no. Combo with snowboard first try. Okay, so popularity of type of game. We only have B's and C's. This is interesting.
Oh, it's like my report card.
He's an average student. I still have not started over on this. I'm at year 66. Holy crap. That is crazy. Okay, so action RPG. Pirate, animal, robot, dungeon. Ooh, dungeon. Think we should do dungeon?
How is dungeon different from action RPG?
Well, it's an action RPG and the dungeon is the type.
Oh, this is the subgenre.
Yeah, the subgenre thing.
Excuse me. Well, I mean, if I'm making it, I'm either going dungeon or pirate.
Dungeon or pirate. I think we've done pirate before. Let's do dungeon since it's new too. Maybe it'll be like the hot new thing or something.
Oh yeah.
Eases burden on staff, speed plus quality. We've been doing focus on research quite a bit. Eases burden on staff, speed plus quality. Budget plus 100%. Cost plus 100%. Holy hell.
Are you gonna play Expedition 33?
From what Nashik told me, I don't know if my computer can handle it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It looks good.
I'll tell you what, man.
I mean, now I could be wrong, but does Claire Obscura not sound like it should be like a teen novel series?
Yeah, well, okay. So Claire Obscura, is that the developer's name? Or
I think it's a character in the game, I think.
So it's Claire Obscura : Expedition 33.
Expedition 33, yes. But to me, like, I've seen like some gameplay shots of the game and stuff, and there's like a chick that's like, you know, floating around with her arms out, almost kind of witch style, and I'm like, this is just like female Harry Potter. Am I wrong?
Harriet Potter.
Yeah, it's like Harry Potter and Claire Obscura and the Curious Case of the Benjamin Buttons or something should be a book title.
The Benjamin Buttons. Harry Pothead.
Harry Twatter.
Oh, so because it's a lady.
She's a lady.
Adam, I don't know if I appreciate you using that word.
Once,
that can be offensive
twice,
to ladies.
3 times a lady.
3 times a lady. Okay, what do we want to put our
the lady game?
What do we want to spend our points on here? I don't think we need any cuteness in our dungeon action RPG.
Actually, I prefer 0 cuteness in my RPGs. Thank you.
So, well, yeah, that's why I just said, dummy. There's no
I know.
cuteness.
I was agreeing with you.
Can you just tell me where to spend these points?
Why do you need me to tell you? You're a big boy.
We need more game world, I think. Adam hates simplicity. Game world, and then maybe innovation. Yeah, there we go. Okay, game 10 will be a dungeon action RPG game. Who do you want to write the proposal? Comedy. Okay, so proposal. So this is the scenario score. So John Gameson, 54. Clementine Jones, 66. Clementine Jones. What is that supposed to be a reference to? Is that a Gil Bates?
I don't think so.
Oh, didn't we fire Gilly Bates? I think maybe, I don't know. Yes, Keith, this is the Gil Bates. Or the Gilly Bates.
Do you think that?
Do you think?
How did you do that?
I'm a gamer planner. Worked at a major game company. We're gonna spend a big bunch of money on this chick. I see a action RPG. It's a action RPG. Okay, I'll think of something interesting. You better write the shit out of this. I'm a gamer. Why can't I hear any of the sounds?
I can't hear it. I haven't heard a single noise yet.
Oh, maybe I just need to turn them up. I just heard one, but it was really low. Well, remember we turned the music off last time because the music that it plays here is like super annoying. Damn,
It's
girl.
definitely not pooping on pee and poop or whatever.
Well,
I just got that out of my head, by the way.
I'm peeing on poop.
No, don't do it. Don't put
Don't
that
do
thing
it.
in my brain. Don't do it.
Okay, system options, sound effects. There we go. We're crank these sound effects.
Well, the
Boy.
music was at 0.
Yeah, it's like yeah. We have the Oregon Trail music, and that's it. Why do we still not hear?
Oh, the music in this game was awful. I can't remember what the music was like.
Retro Nathan.
You know, I came into Retro Nate's stream late the other night, and I came in and I entered with a Retro Nathan,
Mm-hmm.
and he thought I was you because my name was not a podcast co-host.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I could be wrong, but I think this is my editor. And it had crossed my mind to impersonate
To
you.
impersonate me. You know, Nate, it's been
But
a
I
pleasure
was
doing
like,
business,
no,
but I
I
can't
can't
work with
do
you
that.
anymore. Like you're totally tanking the business. I misnamed Adam as Steve, and I've never insulted someone so deeply.
I wanted him to like message you and be like, so why did you quit last night? And he'd be like, what are you talking about? I was like,
No.
yeah, you came into my stream and you said, I'm never working for you again. This channel sucks, and left.
Totally
But I
something I
couldn't
would
do
say.
I know. It sounds just like you.
Increasing the oh, Gilly Bates. No, we do still have Gilly Bates. Keith, I'm sorry I lied to you. We do still have Gilly Bates. Which shockingly is a reference to Bill Gates. Did
Whoa.
you see the whole thing about Bill Gates? How he's like, I think in 20 years from now, the plan is that he's working towards closing, was it the Gates Foundation or whatever the heck it is, his philanthropy thing. And the whole reason is over the next 20 years, he's planning on giving away like $200 billion to basically make the world better. Now,
Give me like $50 of that, please.
if he could buy me a copy of Elden Ring, that would be great.
That'd be awesome. That would make the world a better place. Imagine all the laughter and joy that it would spread throughout the world.
She wants our permission.
You better come up with some good comedy to impersonate Steve. Dude has a high bar. I've
Yeah,
never
that's right.
claimed to be funnier than Steve.
As you shouldn't. Let's give Gilly Bates a try.
Or nearly
I guess.
as humble. I'm not nearly as humble as Steve either.
No. Come on, Gilly Bates, don't F us here.
He's like, yeah, I'm humble.
Yeah! Retro Nathan. Crap, I don't know. I meant to post it.
All
and-
right, Gibson and Nate, quit polishing his balls. He's not that funny.
Well, they do need polishing though, so
Jeez, everybody get in line to polish Steve's nuts.
yeah, do it, y'all. Jewel stopped by earlier.
You bitch!
She left Adam's house unsatisfied and stopped by over here. No, hey, we just crossed 1,000 subscribers, so yeah, let's give it up for that. Yeah, over 1,000 subscribers.
That's pretty cool, guys, yeah. And it's all because of me and the Kansas City Chiefs.
And the Kansas City Chiefs, yes. Thank
I have
you.
no
I'm so
affiliation
glad-
with them. They're just a great team.
I'm glad the Kansas City Chiefs have brought us such quality entertainment.
Yeah,
God, I hate him so much.
Gil Bates. Yeah, across
Gibson
1,000.
said his balls are extra vinegary today. What are your thoughts on that, Steve?
I don't even know how to take that.
With a shot.
That's
of
that's
salt
what
and
she
some kind
said.
of color, I guess.
I don't know how to take that. That's what she said. Surely you jest. What does this pile of gold next to her do? Comic fan. Jake Kirby, Quinn Harley, Pablo Piccolo. It's a South Park reference. Oh, okay.
Oh, that would
Yeah,
explain it. I don't watch a lot of South Park.
Yeah, me neither. Nothing against South Park. I've just never been into it. Think we ought to spend a boatload of money on it? Let's just do it. We're just gonna go all out,
Comic artist on a fucking action RPG?
dude. That shit doesn't matter. It just the stats is all that matters. This game is not that deep. Should I try salt and vinegar pistachios? I know I don't like the chips.
All right. Well, in my mind, the game has the cell shaded art style then, which I approve of.
Okay.
Thank you for accepting that.
Ferg, I have not had salt and vinegar pistachios, but I have had salt and vinegar almonds, and they're much more mild than the salt and vinegar chips. We're gonna use a thing here. What do we want to use?
You're gonna do a thing?
I'm gonna do a thing, motherfucker.
Got him.
Got him. Okay, do we want to boost fun, creativity, graphics? What do we think? Shut up, phone. I will never want you to do any of your AI BS, phone, so just shut up. I'm sorry, go ahead, Adam. What were you going to say?
What are our options? Graphics?
Sound. Basically any of the things. Fun, creativity, graphics, sound.
Fun is the most important thing when it comes to games, and I'll die on that hill.
You know who else would agree with that? Shigeru
You?
motherfucking Miyamoto. That's what he would do.
We had the what is or isn't an RPG discussion briefly. Is Fester's Quest an RPG? Retro Nate is tempted to say yes.
I would say no, because it's not really a leveling system. It's you just get stronger weapons. I mean, there is a story, but like there's a story in every game practically, even if it's not stated in the game. Almonds aren't nuts, they're seeds from the almond fruit. Is that so? Have you seen that? I don't know why all of a sudden I'm seeing everywhere online videos of people like, did you know this is where pistachios come from? Oh my gosh, this is why they're so expensive, because it's like this massive fruit and the pistachio nut or whatever grows out of the bottom of it. So you got this one massive fruit to only get one pistachio. So you need like 1 billion of those fruits to make like a jar of pistachios or whatever.
You've seen a lot of those?
Yes, I have been bombarded with those lately.
You've been bombarded with pistachio videos.
Pistachio videos, yes.
Wow.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, not pistachios. Cashews. Yeah, Fergburger said, yeah, just like cashews. That's what I meant, Ferg. I'm sorry. Is cashews, yeah. Okay, so wait, Retro Nate. No magic, but increased health bar. Weapons, sub-weapons. Is leveling up a non-negotiable for the RPG discussion? Man, I wish we could get freaking Well-Read Mage in here to comment on this, because he has a lot of really great thoughts on what makes an RPG an RPG. But like the increased health bar, but you get that in, I mean, if we're going by that, then what was it? River City Girls is an RPG though, you know? Like character development and leveling and stuff like that is kind of I think it's a non-negotiable for RPGs, or for it to be considered an RPG, excuse me.
As much as there's like 95% of me that agrees with you on everything that you just said.
Mm-hmm.
But then the other 5% is like, as long as there's some form of character progression where you start out, you know, with a baseline, and at the end you're exponentially more powerful. Like, I feel like no matter how you get to that point, that constitutes a role-playing game. If that makes any sense.
Well, it makes sense as in I understand the words you used, but but I don't know that I agree though. Because I'm
I said it was. First of all, I said it was 5% of me.
Okay,
And
Mega Man would
technically,
fit.
I wasn't telling you to accept it as doctrine either.
Good Lord, California is the only person we have. Do we want to go for cheap
peanut butter
reverse RPG? The weapons downgrades. Oh, absolutely, Gibson. That is one of the unpardonable sins of that game. And it's funny because I watched the Game Grumps did a playthrough of that game recently, and you guys know that I'm absolutely horny for anything Game Grumps, but like it was great watching them play it. But yet again, it made it so clear all the things that game does just absolutely, well, I guess I can't say wrong, but it just ruins the gaming experience, just like what I'm dealing with right now with Look Outside.
He's really been enjoying that over the past
7
couple weeks.
We're gonna go big. We're gonna go big so we don't have to go home. The whole thing. Well, shoot. Okay, wait. California didn't exist before the Wizard. Wait, what? Oh, the Wizard, California. It took me a second to get up with that. Good Lord. I worked really hard on that. Yeah, the weapon downgrades are freaking stupid. But like, no. Okay, so we according to our research firm, we're starting to lose our fans because shut up. We're putting out a game right now, you idiot. Do we want to use another booster? Action, use item. Let's do a music booster. Music is kind of low. Use my dues. 15, 6, 22, 32, 15. Go 32. Woo! So no, we were talking about like Adam basically saying every game in the world was an RPG. I think that the question really, I think, should always come back to, or I'm sorry, the definitions of these things should always come back to whether or not it has anything to do with role playing. Because like Nate said, there's all kinds of like ways that you know, kind of advance Fester's quest stuff, but are you really role playing as Uncle Fester? Well, not really. I mean, there's no progression of him whatsoever. It's just your Uncle Fester at the beginning, your Uncle Fester at the end, but you got maybe some more weapons. Wheel of Fortune is my favorite RPG, Adam, probably. A game with fun like this might make it to the Hall of Fame. We're going to change the title. Santosh Sexy Dungeon.
Santos Escapades.
Heyo! That's a game everybody wants to play. Ship! Nice. What's next? Good. Could be better. You motherfucker. Rough around the edges. What? I could play this for days. Those are great scores. Maybe our next game will be in the Hall of Fame. All right, well, we're going to start selling. You got a fan letter. High school student. Hello, I'm a huge fan of Two Dude Studios. I lined up on release day to buy the Santos Escapades. I was really looking forward to a new dungeon game, but it wasn't that much fun. My friends didn't seem to like it. Good Lord, I think the problem is that it didn't have enough sound. I like games like Ninja Booty Judy, and I'm looking forward to your next game. Wow, good Lord. They really fudged us over this game.
Well, Santos is the main character, so.
Number 3, Bootith Judith. A respected magazine wrote an article about Santos Escapades that should really boost our sales.
Dude in the back is super stoked.
Yeah, really? Your fan base is aging. Each age group moves up, and a new group of young players appears at the bottom. Heyo. Our games are popular with elementary school players. They're enjoying the Santos sex page.
And Booty Judy.
Bootith, Judith. Should we go ahead and start on a new game? Let's go ahead and start a new game. Let's do a quick turnaround. Do more game kid. But why don't we try to get some more kids? Like make some stuff that kids might like, you think?
I love children.
Clearly. Realism. Nah, we don't need a whole bunch of realism. We need cuteness and approachability. Simplicity.
Will you please tell your Chipotle story to the chat at some point?
Tell my what?
Will you tell your
my Chipotle story.
to
Oh
the
my
chat
gosh.
At some point.
Yeah.
I've told this story to like 5 people at work.
Have you seriously?
I've held off on like telling Keith and stuff because like I wanted it to be pulled organically so they weren't hearing it like for the second time.
Okay, if you're still in chat, everybody just like say hey or something like that. Game number 11 will be a dungeon. Wait, hold on, what? I didn't choose to be another dungeon RPG. Wait, can we get out of this? Okay, did we just back out of it?
I don't know. You're the developer, jackass.
New game. A game kid. Okay, so we okay. What's a game that? So Gibson followed instructions. Did everybody else leave? No, it says we still have 6 people in chat. I guess I'll just tell the story, and if you don't hear it, you can go back and watch the VOD. So, okay. Oh, let's pick our game stuff first, and then I'll tell the story. So, action RPG, racing, trivia, board puzzle, audio novel, educational. No kid wants
How
to
is
play.
an audio novel more popular than a border trivia game? Jesus Christ.
Simulation, sim RPG, table action, adventure, shooter. Why is adventure like not popular? So what do you think?
Oh, we don't have any money, so
Yeah, we do. We have 4,600 whatever.
Oh, wait a minute. Do we have like 400,000? Like
Yeah, that's not 4,000. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, because that's not $4,000.
Okay,
I think that's
because
like,
I'm like, we have no money. And you're like looking at a game that's 100,000. We're sitting over here with like 4K.
Self-help book, Deadbolt, career change manual.
I'm with Gibson. I say the sim game.
Sim game. Research, help motivate. I'm gonna buy this career change manual.
Oh,
No.
Keith is probably here, but he said he was power washing, so he's just listening.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah. So let that be told. I got your back, Keith.
We're gonna buy another Deadbolt. Okay. Nope. Nothing else. Check. No. How do I get out of here? There we go. Thank you very much.
You
All
stick,
right.
stick it up your butt.
Stick it up your butthole. Okay, so we're gonna develop a game. Game Kid. We're gonna go. Wait, Sim? Was that it? A Sim game?
Yeah.
Or simulation or Sim RPG.
Whatever sim you want, Daddy.
Let's just do simulation. We can't even define what an RPG. I do power washing when it's time to clean the beehole. Hey, you're gonna eat off of that
How
thing.
dirty is your beehole, Ferg? Jeez. You need to power wash it?
Ninja cartoon. Ooh, cartoon? You think they want cartoon sim?
I'm picturing either a bidet with like a firefighter hose type pressure or just like vigorously scrubbing. No, it's not that I don't care. I would just have some patience. I was in the middle of something. You paused the whole game to talk about RPGs and shame me for 10 fucking minutes. Let me finish the fucking sentence.
I guess. You can eat off that thing. Hawk too. You
That's
can
the
eat off
goal,
that
right,
thing.
Ferg? Am I right?
Okay, I don't want to think about Ferg's hole anymore. Let's take a little bit of Polish out of here because I don't know how I feel about the Polish, but so we'll put a little bit more simplicity in.
Pierogi Simulator.
Cartoon simulation game. Okay, scenario 54, 66, 24. Maybe we should try using one of our in-house peeps. Let's use Clementine.
Commitment is dubbed for comment net is dubbed for men. That goes on the sandwich. Bar of dove on my burger.
Finish. Ooh, man, maybe we should have outsourced. She didn't do that good. What a great
The show in
combination.
Polish, not Finnish. I told you that.
We need more Polish. Okay, so because the game's direction genre max action RPG is increased to level 3. Action RPG.
I like how there's
maybe it levels up
occasionally
stuff you're not
people
even doing. I don't know. Sorry, what was that?
bursting into flames.
Yeah, I love the first.
Although there's people just bursting into flames periodically as we make this game.
We're really gonna buff the hell out of this because we want this to work. Start challenge.
When you feel like a man, but skincare like a lady. Was that really their slogan? I know it was like something similar to that. But that wasn't.
When you feel like a man, but skincare like, yes, that was their slogan, Adam. You just missed it.
Was it strong enough for a man, but made for a woman? What is that?
Well, it used to be like strong enough for a man, made for a woman, I think. And then it changed to strong enough for a man, pH balanced for a woman. I remember that because I remember being like, pH balanced, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, strong. Okay, so that's what it was. I knew it was something like that.
Graphics. Okay, we're going to outsource these graphics to somebody who can really kick some ace. Pablo Piccolo.
God, the beauty of advertising. I just like strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. Like I just remember that.
The way that stuff just sticks in your head, right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, for sure. I still remember some commercial where Hulk Hogan was painting on a beach, and it was like,
Really?
yeah, he was a spokesperson for a cleaning product. God, what was it? But I just remember the commercial. Maybe Old Spice, maybe? I think it might have been Old Spice.
Did you ever watch Suburban Commando? That
Oh,
movie that
man.
he was in? Hulk Hogan, I mean.
I know the name. I'd have to see like clips of the movie just to say for sure, but I've heard of it if I haven't seen it.
Well, there's that infamous scene in the beginning. Santosh escapades off the mark. Oh, we barely missed 1 million units sold. Yeah, that was a pretty terrible movie. Gibson, current game, sorry, the sound now. We're definitely going to do better on sound.
Is that where he drinks antifreeze because he was getting frozen or something, and he drinks it and he's like antifreeze, like it was supposed to, like that's the reason why he didn't freeze.
I do not remember that. Maybe Gibson could help us out there.
I feel like that's the movie.
Okay, so my Chipotle story. I
Yeah.
think we need to. Okay, hold on. Actually, okay, we got our fun level is kind of low. Our creativity level is super low. Do you think we should boost creativity or just screw that and boost fun?
Fun.
Fun?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could use both here. We'll use the fun boost first. Oh shit.
I'm pretty sure it is Suburban Commando that has that.
Google that shit.
Well, I'm looking at the wiki right now.
Oh, for Suburban Commando, there's a Suburban Commando wiki.
Well, Hulk Hogan. I was looking at all of his movies to see if there was something else that I think was it.
Yump 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 23. All right, so I got a DoorDash for freaking Chipotle. Ooh, game decks, Adam. Will we be attending this year? Okay, we want booth babes for Adam.
I mean, is that ever a bad choice?
I don't think so.
Name something that had booth babes that didn't make money.
I guess we'll do booth babes. I'll go ahead and prepare a booth. I've made arrangements to have some beautiful
Did Suburban
spokesmans.
Commando have Christopher Lloyd? Hold on. I'll find out. For you, Ferg.
Game decks. There's so many
Hold on, I'm
game
gonna
decks
look it-
around here.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Okay, Google. Was Christopher Lloyd in Suburban Commando? Yes.
He was. Wow. The mighty Christopher Lloyd being in one of the probably crappiest movies of all time.
He played the character Charlie Wilcox.
Wilcox. It's a Rotten Tomato.
Julie Jerkoff. I'm so sorry.
Suburban Commando. And Shelley Duvall was in it too. 15% on the tomato meter. 33% on the popcorn meter, which popcorn is like the fan or the audience, not like film reviewers or whatever. Okay. Push the button. Okay, here we go. Okay. I feel were we finishing saying something? The game under development is now complete. Get all the game bugs. Should I continue the Chipotle story, or was there something that we were talking about that I need to address?
Oh, you did say you were gonna fuck yourself before you were gonna tell that story.
Wait, what? Hold on. That doesn't sound like something I'd say.
I didn't say that.
Johnny
No, I
Cage.
don't think there was anything in the way of you telling the Chipotle story.
Okay, so we'll tell this stupid story. This is becoming the
It was
next,
really funny, man. I loved it.
Well, I think it must have been a good one because I sent the audio retelling of that story to Carrie as well, and she let multiple people hear it, and they all thought it was funny
Yeah,
too. So.
it's just good.
So I get a DoorDash for Chipotle. When I get it, I'm already like, hold on, because it's like 10:35 or something like that. And I'm like, I don't think they open till 11. So I drive over there. I take the order. Bunch of you promising. Okay, so we change the title. What do we want to change the title of this to?
Well, this is a simulation game. for
Yeah,
kids.
cartoon simulation for kids.
I don't know. Are we trying to be realistic or are we trying to be dumb? This is a very different question.
Or is Chipotle story.
Okay.
So, I could play this for days. That first guy, who's usually a grumpy turd, loves our kids game. So I get there, and as I pull into the parking lot, it's mostly empty. There's a couple cars there, a few cars there, or whatever. So I just, Google it on my phone real quick, and I see that the store doesn't open until 10:45, which, if you know anything about Chipotle, at least in the one in my city, is like that 10:45 is really kind of just a suggestion. Like sometimes it might not be till after 11 when they finally open, but which is awesome for me as a DoorDasher, but I won't go into all that. So anyways, I'm like, well, I got 4 more minutes until they actually open. I'm just going to sit in my car and wait and kind of hang out on my phone. So I'm browsing on my phone or whatever, doom scrolling it up. Nintendo release, Virtual Kid. That one's going to go over great. So I'm sitting in my car and I'm waiting for the clock to strike 10:45. And eventually, apparently you look through those goggles. I'm not sure this one will sell very well. So I'm going to pause the game so we don't lose our progress here. So it finally hits 10:45.
Let's pause the game so Steve can tell his story, but I didn't respond to the question immediately. So
well, so many
didn't
times
care.
I ask you that stuff and you don't ever say anything, so I just assume you're just wanting me to make the decision.
For the record, I always want you to make the decision.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know, I guess. As I see it's 10:45, I turn my head and I look at the store, and there's people inside standing in line waiting for food. So I'm like, oh, sweet, the store's open. So I go up to the store. Cha-chunk! The door's still locked. So I decide to pull the other handle because most stores will unlock one door and leave the other one locked for some stupid reason. But I pull the other handle. Cha-chunk! That one's still locked too. So I'm like, what the fudge? So I kind of stand there for a second. And I look at those people in line, and they're all just kind of standing there. And so my brain's like, I don't know what to do at this point. So I cha-chunk, pull the handle again, doesn't work. Cha-chunk, pull the other handle, doesn't work. And then I'm looking at these people standing there in line, and it's like they're intentionally trying like not to make eye contact with me because they obviously don't want to help or whatever. Except for this one guy in line who looks at me, and I think he's in the line with his girlfriend or a female of some form. And
A female of some form.
yeah. Because she says something to him, which I'm assuming she said, just don't look at him, because as soon as she says that, he looks away. So I'm like, what the heck? So I'm just standing there getting annoyed. And then the guy, the employee comes over and unlocks the door and lets me in. And I'm like, yeah. So I walk up to the counter and I'm like, yeah, I'm here for an order for so-and-so. And they're like, oh yeah, we're still making it. So I'm pretty pissed at this point because number one, the tip on this order isn't great. Number two, I've already wasted 4 minutes sitting in my car waiting for the store to open, which isn't a lot of time. But when all you have is time, that's the only commodity I have at my disposal as a driver. Anytime you flush any time down the toilet, it's really annoying because time is literally money. So I wasted time waiting in my car, wasted time waiting at the door. Now I'm wasting time inside waiting for the freaking burrito to get done. But I'm feeling kind of spicy at this point. So, and then the guy comes up to me and he's like, oh yeah, can you call the customer and tell them we're out of such and such? And I'm like, fuck. So I call the customer and I explain that. Oh no, he said we're out of fajitas. And I'm like, wouldn't fajitas be like a menu item or something you would order? Fajitas are not like a side or whatever.
Well, they're like, he's talking about the fajita veggies or whatever that go in the bowls, like the pepper and onion blend.
I don't know, man. He just said fajitas. Like, if it was fajita veggies, why would he not say that?
Well, because that's the only thing that they have in the restaurant that's called fajita.
Adam knows Chipotle really well. He's like got battered wife syndrome with Chipotle. It's like Chipotle just keeps beating him up and he just keeps coming back for more.
No, I don't actually. I don't eat there anymore.
Did you really give it up?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Fuck them.
So I call the customer and I'm like, hey, they wanted me to call you. I'm sorry to bother you. Like, your restaurant wanted me to call you and tell you that they're out of fajitas. Like, apparently you aren't charged for them. So it's, it's not like you're paying for anything, but they just told me to let you know. And the customer's like, I didn't order any fajitas. And I'm like, I have no idea. I'm just calling because they told me to call you and tell you that. And they're like, okay, whatever. That's fine. And I'm like, okay, thanks. And so then I get off the phone with them. And this order, to recount, started off with not having a great tip. Continued with me sitting in the parking lot wasting my time. Continued further with me being locked out and no one showing up to help let me in the door. Continuing further when I get inside and they're like, yeah, the order's not ready yet, because it's never ready because Chipotle is slow as hell. To having to call the customer to convey something to them that they didn't even understand. So I'm, like I said, feeling kind of spicy by this point. So I get my phone out and hold it up to my ear like I'm making a fake phone call or I'm taking a fake phone call. And I'm like, hey, man. Yeah, pretty good. How are you doing? All right. Hey, I just got to Chipotle a minute ago and I was locked out of the restaurant and there were all these people in line and not a single one of them opened the door to let me in. Can you believe that? And I'm like saying this shit really loud, and I'm like facing them while I'm saying it, and I was like, "Yeah, man, no way, it's totally like I'm standing here, and all of them are just like staring at the ground and like trying to not make eye contact with me. There's like 6 people in line here, not a single one of them came over to open the door. I had to wait for an employee to come all the way over with a key. Isn't that nuts? Yeah, man. Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. All right, I'll talk to you later." And while I'm saying this, like I said, the people are like getting these uncomfortable looks on their faces, like, "Oh shoot,
Dude, if I was in that line, I would feel like such a piece of shit.
And that was the point.
I know.
And so, like I said, everyone's got this look like, "Oh crap, he caught us," except for the one guy who looked me in the eye while I was standing outside. Like he immediately looks at the floor. He's like, "Oh shit."
It was me.
Yeah. So, Chipotle Stories now on sale. Chipotle Stories first week sales ranking was number 3. Why can we never top?
The story took so long; it's already on sale.
That's the closest thing to talking through a puppet in 2025.
That's amazing. It's very true.
It's a good tactic for venting. Yeah.
I hate that store, dude. The only time that I've ate Chipotle is when A, Ashley has insisted on it, and then B, also paid for it. I'm not giving those motherfuckers $1 of my money anymore.
Yeah.
Just because of that simple fact. They just opened and you're already out of peppers and onions.
Seriously, how does that even work? Yeah.
Dude, what is going on? Like, if you don't have any, there's a Kroger right across the street probably. Like, I don't know what is happening with that restaurant, but they never have shit. Like one of their biggest things was like, we don't have a freezer. All of our stuff is fresh as shit. We get it in every day. No, you don't, because you don't have anything ever.
Yeah, Chipotle is one of those where you're almost always dealing with them being out of something. If a tire store's out of tires, it closes. But no, yeah, Chipotle's always running out of stuff. Where else? Gibson, maybe you can think of what's another place that's always running out of shit? Popeyes is another one. Like Popeyes, and what's hilarious is it's like Popeyes, what do they make? Chicken. I mean, yeah, they have like popcorn shrimp or something too, but it's like 98% of the menu is chicken. And they'll be like, "Yeah, we're out of chicken right now." It's like, are we still on Earth? What in the world
What was your favorite thing from Popeyes that you said tasted so good?
Me?
Yeah. You said something tasted like a human asshole.
The Popeyes wings. Yeah, they were awful.
That's what it was.
Yeah, the
Logan's
Popeyes
Roadhouse
wings
is always out. What is the steakhouse out of?
I haven't been through a drive-through since 2023. Wow.
That's willpower, bro.
I don't think we have a Logan's anymore. Ferg, you and another friend of mine have got me looking into the whole ultra processed foods stuff, and holy crap, there is nothing that we eat in America that is safe.
Oh yeah.
It's awful. I stopped completely taking all orders from Five Guys when I DoorDashed because they took so long. Oh, Keith, I didn't know that you DoorDashed. Usually a dessert. Oh man. Yeah, I think our Logan's closed down here. Maybe Ferg knows.
Keith put the world on his back for us during COVID. Doing the Lord's work out there.
The Lord's work. Should we do something with our staff? I kind of feel like we're outsourcing all the time. Or maybe we should level up somebody.
Beat them mercilessly.
Clementine's pretty good. Let's level her up. You don't have no... Oh, fucking hell. I guess we need more research data. Company sales record, bitch. We're gonna do a contract real quick then, maybe. Game scenario 25-35.
Makes us sound like Hitman. We're gonna do a contract real quick and then
Fascinated by the UPF info I found. Freaking heck, dude. Man, that ultra processed shit, that is Have you read about this at all, Adam?
I've definitely felt like when I was vegetarian / vegan for a while, a couple of years, I watched a lot of like food documentaries involving the meat industry and stuff. I mean, and there's even enough in those things to make you be like, oh, okay, well, I'm never going to eat anything again. So thanks. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's wild, man. And thanks, I appreciate it. All right, I appreciate you, Clementine. Hello,
I struggled
Benny.
to eat a hot dog for a long time.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, oh, hot dogs. Oh my gosh. Stop licking my dog's licking my armpit.
Or glizzies.
Glizzies. That glizzy. Did I send you the glizzy video with the old black guy, right? Oh man, that one was so awesome.
And they make fun of you for it.
Yeah. Here, let's read this about our million hits still selling. Popular game The Chipotle Story has now sold more than 1 million units. This is the first simulation game in some time to reach this mark and has proved quite popular even with people in the game industry. As one retail store owner put it sells out as soon as we put it on the shelves. I've been playing it to try and discover why it's so popular and now I'm hooked. Now my sales are suffering. One can only wonder how many units it will end up selling. Thanks to the article, our fan base has increased. Yeah, because children under the age of 24 are definitely reading articles.
I was going to say, hell yeah, we got 2 more 5-year-old fans.
There's an app called Processed I have an Android phone, so the Play Store. But yeah, it's an app called Processed. And you can, like when you're in the grocery store or whatever, you can scan the barcode with the app and it'll tell you if it like what level of processing that there is. Dang, we need some teenager games. Game Guy magazine. A Middle Eastern oil baron disappeared during a recent trip to the Consumer Electronics District and hasn't been seen since. One of his servants looked up from the game he was playing long enough to talk to us. We knew that the king was obsessed with video games. He kept saying that he wanted to work at a game company, but we didn't think he'd actually try and do it. Okay. Nestle is essentially Omni consumer products from RoboCop. Yeah, give me my money, bitch.
Do you remember that video you sent me of it was the AI thing of the, because that whole thing made me think of the Ocean Gate deal with the Middle Eastern oil baron going missing, because I was going to be like, in his latest expedition to go see the Titanic and the Ocean Gate submarine. But it was that video you sent me where it was, we ain't doing none of that ghetto Ocean Gate shit. We're using big ass submarines.
Oh yeah, really. Let's make
that story was wild, man.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I've been learning about ultra processed foods and all that, and it's just like freaking heck. America is a toilet right now. It's like everywhere I turn, everything's getting worse. Making me nuts, man. It's like, oh yeah, the food that they're feeding us is absolutely, and I'll tell you what, I despise almost everything about RFK Jr., but I have some hope when he talks about trying to make our food better. Because he's like talking about eliminating like food dyes and stuff, and it's like that's one thing that will help. But then it's like, and he turns around and he's like, "Yeah, did you know that autism is caused by bad vibes?" It's like, good lord, dude. Except he sounds different when he says it, but I'm not going to imitate him.
You don't do a very good impression of him anyway.
No, I don't. You know what I was thinking the other day? Imagine him trying to do dirty talk.
Oh my god, dude. Don't even put that into my brain.
Could there be anything worse?
Oh god, dude. I don't know if I'll ever have an erection again. Thanks.
Yeah, seriously, it's that bad. We're gonna triangulate. Wait, no, Clementine, what the fudge? Okay, she's the director. So train. Reading. Parameter. I hardly know her.
Oh my god. We almost went a whole stream, guys.
Okay. Who else?
Anybody in the chat? First of all, this is a 2-part question. So I'm going to need you to answer with a comma separating your answers so we know the difference. The first part of the question is, would you want to watch Steve play Elden Ring? The second part of the question is, do you think Steve would enjoy Elden Ring? And go.
Okay, okay, what I was about to ask you is, because like before we went on stream, you started to say like how you thought I'd play it for like 10 minutes. And
I would give you longer than 10 minutes. A lot longer than 10 minutes.
Well, okay, but are you comfortable telling me why you think I would dislike it, or are you not wanting to sway the opinions of those in chat?
I mean, I think that everybody would agree with my assessment. No and no. Yeah, I feel like you would give it. I'm going to give you a solid 3 hours before you would be like, this just isn't really that fun for me. I get my reasoning why is because it is very, very cryptic as far as where to go and as far as what to do. And of course, if we were streaming it, I would obviously offer you assistance if need be. But I feel like just gameplay-wise, especially if you don't know where you're going, you can find yourself being like, everywhere I go, everything is killing me in 2 or 3 hits. And quite honestly, the game is designed like that to a point. There is a kind of a quote pathway to go on, but even like the beginning starter zones and stuff can be brutal, especially if you're not a real big Souls player. So I know that you are not a real big Souls player because you haven't really played any of the games. So therefore, I think that Elden Ring can be very overwhelming, and for a player that's not used to the formula of the game. I'm not saying that you wouldn't adapt to it or anything like that. I just don't think that. I think you'd run out of patience with it, in my honest opinion. So that's where I'm coming from, honestly, because I think it can be very frustrating because it pisses me off, and I have like 600 hours into the game.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm still like, God damn it, why do I do this to myself? So,
yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to digest what you're saying and see if I have an opinion one way or the other. But like, shit. Okay, should we license another console now? Year 7. Does that mean that it's like, year 6?
And let me say, this is all coming from a streaming standpoint, not from like a personal enjoyment, which is different.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, if you were streaming Elden Ring, I think it would be very frustrating for you, versus if you were sitting down and just playing it with nobody, without the pressure of like watching or providing entertainment or whatever. If it was just you and the game, I would see you enjoying it a lot more versus a streaming scenario.
Yeah, some games, are definitely more enjoyable off stream than on. Well, like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna kind of stream of consciousness explain what's been going on with me with Look Outside, and maybe it'll come back around to applying to this. Maybe it won't. But okay, so me and Adam, we've got our Look Outside series going on right now, and if you haven't watched it yet, please watch it. It's really good. I think, at least. So, Shooter, is that not? It's not that popular. God, I need to figure out a game here real quick. We're teenagers racing. We're gonna do racing. because I'm trying to make a game for our teenage audience. Racing golf.
I was gonna say the racing golf simulator. What a combo! Ping pong racing, fire, bro.
Right. Historical racing. Ben Franklin racing.
I almost want to do it just for the jokes.
Pirate racing. It's like they're racing their ships at like 3 miles an hour.
Henry Ford is really OP in historical racing.
This race took 18 months. We made it from England to America. Snowboard racing. That's what we're doing.
Fred Flintstone. I guess Fred Flintstone really is an historical character, but here we are.
We don't need any cuteness.
But I am surprised that nobody wants to watch you play. I would love to watch you play Elden Ring, but that would be but the question of what I think you would enjoy it. That's a different answer.
Everybody's like, no.
Has not subjected us to Yo Noid. You know, I checked out the Yo Noid game to play just because Steve has talked so much about it, and it's really not a bad game. It's hard as shit.
I love it. Game. It is hard, yeah. Yeah, it's.
I enjoyed it actually.
Yeah, not an easy game, but it's.
You
but
should stream that. You should do that. Yeah.
I'm a gamer. Worked at a major company. Famous creator with many hits. We're gonna go with huge ass. Leave it to me. So with Look Outside, me and Adam have our Look Outside series going on. We reached a point in the game where our character got I think it's a poison status effect. It's not poison. No, infection. We have like a skin infection because we got bit by a rat. I think that's how it happened.
Thanks, Paul.
Well, the issue that we are kind of stuck on is that to get rid of the infection, you have to use, I think it's a disinfectant. There's an item in the game, you know, which like if this was a fantasy RPG, it would be like a tonic or something like that. But no, it's like level 3. But holy shit, dude. This game's fun. We should make it more fun. It's like, okay, good thought. Man, we are really kicking ass with this one. So you have to use the disinfectant item to get rid of your infection. Do we win 2 games up? Hope we win. All right, let's check it out. Best design. Brain Strainer Dicks. Nintendo. Best music. The Chipotle Story. Runner up. Santos Sexcapades. All right. Worst game. Culturia. Konami Games. Grand prize. What's this?
Come on.
Tagamochi by Sunny. Man, I want $1 million. You won 2 trophies. This should really help boost our fame. Alpha version, working on graphics. So, sorry, hold on a second here. Millions of comics, comic artist, Pablo Piccolo, kids magazines. We're going for art major. Spend a shitload of money on him.
Asian design major.
Well, I got the disinfectant item, but it will not cure the status effect. It won't take it away. So basically, long story short, there's something in the game that it's treating our character like we still have the infection, but the game doesn't think we have the infection because it won't let me use the item that cures the infection.
Basically, it burns when he pees.
To move into a new office. Ooh, yeah, let's do it. You move to a new office. Now your company's bigger, you can hire more people. Hit them with the shampoo.
Or the HD Zelda ROM hack. We never did finish that.
I almost had us do that today, but I thought this game we could BS a bit more. So, Sources say that Two Dude Studios, which should be a familiar name to any game fan by now, has recently moved to new offices. New offices are a prime location near the train station and are carpeted with the finest Persian rugs. The president commented, "It's my job to provide a workplace that brings out the best in our employees, and indeed, it seems to be working. The company has been flooded with applications for work." All right, let's make our freaking game, dude. So, we can't resolve the problem with that the infection thing that we have. Our wiener is still infected. So so anyways, wait, what did he catch? The Neon Geon is going to be discontinued. Who cares? Sang? I don't know what that means. Fryman? I don't know what that means. Glad you caught that. I don't know what you're referring to.
You gotta hit him with the shampoo there, Fry man.
Oh, I love that show, but I've not seen like tons of it. Like I've watched a bunch of episodes. Like there was a time like back. Actually, hang on a second here. Sounds. Musical Genius.
It's my freaking hubcap.
Shite. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna go balls to the whizzall. So me and Adam talked it over. I did a whole bunch of Google searches and whatnot. Basically the thing that we've landed on is we're just gonna have to start a whole new save file. You gotta be lurking. All right, Gibson. Thanks for coming out today. Hope you have a good time or have been having.
See you tonight. Wear that thing I like.
Nah.
Wink.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Excuse me. I'd like to increase the sound.
Which is absolutely nothing.
Holy crap. Shit. Gilly Bates. Ugh.
Damn you, Gilly.
I don't know. I'm not gonna let her do it. She's gonna fudge it up, man.
I'm not gonna let her do it. You're not fucking us again, Gilly.
Seriously, Gilly, you suck. The only reason why we keep you around is for the memes. It's just so we can make fun of Keith. Use creativity.
You gotta pay extra to get to wear that, Adam. How much?
For
Everybody's got a number, Gibson. Don't you love that when you were a kid, when people were like, you know, like, you got to pay for that. Well, how much? Oh, about $1 billion gazillion.
Right.
Like, you know, that was part of your shit talking. $1 gazillion? Duh.
Oh, look at gazillion dollars.
Dude, Ferg, if you want a fun social experiment to try out on people, try going out in public and just saying Elon Musk every time that you're referencing Elon Musk, and just see if people correct you or how they act where they just let it slide and they're like, yeah, like see if they'll give you like the silent correction. Yeah, you're right. Elon Musk does do a lot.
Rusty's here. I texted Adam the other day. This is hilarious. I was in Chick-fil-A doing a DoorDash pickup, and someone taps me on the shoulder, and I turn around, and it's Matchbox / Rusty. And I was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" He was like, "Yeah, I heard your laugh from all the way across the restaurant, so I walked over here to make sure it was you." And yeah, it's you.
Yeah, it's you.
But that texted Adam. I was like, "Hey, I was at Chick-fil-A and I just ran into Rusty / Matchbox / Chip / Matt."
I responded with, "Did you love the way you were talking to him?"
We're talking Chip.
Yeah, Ferg, it's funny though, because you have to use confidence when you say it. You know, you got to be like, "Man, I'll tell you, can you believe the last thing that Elon Musk said? Unbelievable." You know, or whatever. Like, you got to say it with conviction, and it's so fun to see other people's reactions because there's a wide variety. I did make sure it was you and was disappointed. I wanted that to be like the sound effect you use in the videos.
Oh. Game number 12 is complete.
By the way, the last episode of Look Outside is hilarious. Steve did a great job editing it. There's funny shit everywhere. So it's actually, I feel like there's more gags than gameplay in that video.
Right. There's a lot going on in that video.
But it's really funny. There was a point in there that made me shriek with laughter in the car by myself.
Yeah.
And I was there originally, so
I was there for
imagine what it
first
would be like. Yeah.
So what do we want to name our snowboard racing game?
You hear Elon Musk kids all hate him.
Snowboard racists. Because they're racing on snowboards, right? That's our
Snowboard racists.
No,
because they're racing, right? Yeah. The
Um,
episode had a deleterious effect on me.
laughing out loud. Yeah. Well, I was talking with another dasher, and I forget what it was that we had said, but whatever one of us said made me laugh. What we're gonna call it? Rusty match box chip mat. I had a lot of fun with it. A bit rough but creative. You motherfucker. What is with these people?
I know. It's
I
so fun
hate
to
all
go
of
in the
them.
parking lot.
Why is our... Okay, there we go. Now it's on sale.
Do Dashers ever refer to each other by different reindeer names? On Dasher, on Prancer.
Hey, sales ranking number 1, baby.
The shittiest one in the group is Rudolph. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that. Shitty Tim. Oh, speaking of Shitty Tim.
Rudolph.
Yeah, so we got the status effect. We cannot fix it. The game is glitched, essentially. So the only way that we really can, quote unquote, fix it is by starting a whole new file and basically just playing back up to the point where we are in our current playthrough. Well, I started doing that myself, and I've found essentially that every playthrough is so different that you really can't do what we were just talking about, because every playthrough is different. So it's like, so I started kind of getting us back up to the same point, and it's like the thing that I discovered is in me and Adam's playthrough, sound boost attempt, frick. Oh, sorry, bro. Man, maybe we should give him a shot. Fuck. No, I'm not gonna do it. Sorry, dude. We better get this shit done, though. We're running out of time. We only got 3 weeks left. Sorry, I'm stuck watching to see if we're gonna hit this goal or not.
Who are we? Ubisoft?
Hey-o. Can I boost the sound? Sound boost.
Surely you jest. I love that.
So, since every playthrough is different, there's really kind of no way we can really exactly get ourselves back to where we were in our first playthrough. Well, the other thing is, our playthrough we're doing on hard mode, which both of us wanted to do. So, this isn't dumping on anybody. It's just we both wanted to do it. I guess we'll do a new game now. Actually, but shouldn't I hire some new people? Yeah, Hollywood agent. Ooh.
350,000. What's he doing?
I think that's actually 3,500,000.
Oh shit. Is it?
Let's do it. We're gonna go big, so we don't have to go home. Respected magazine. Oh, holy hell! Look at that. We got a whole bunch more fans.
Killing it.
So, if you watch our playthrough, you'll see. Holy crap! Look at that. Let's do mini games. I don't want to commit to that big ass thing. In our playthrough, okay, there are a variety of characters that will randomly knock on your door as you go throughout just gameplay. I don't need any of these things. Actually, you know what? Oh shit. Let's do career. Let's get another career change, right? Yeah, there we go. Nope, nothing else. In our playthrough, though, this guy showed up at our door, like first thing, selling weapons, and we bought this kick-ass knife. And since it's the first time I've ever played through this game, I did not realize this knife is freaking baller. Well, when I go to our playthrough, that guy did not, or I'm sorry, when I did my solo playthrough to try to get us back to the point where we were when the game glitched out, we did not get that guy showing up at the door. So you ended up having to basically make do with all the shitty weapons that you get in the game. Well, that one thing has made the game like 50 times less enjoyable. And every time you die, you lose everything up until your last save point. And you can only save after you've put yourself through so much horror in the game. Otherwise, the game just won't let you save, or until it's nighttime. So you have to get like all the way to the end of the day before it'll let you save. So either you got to survive the whole day or waste a whole day's worth of time to be able to save, or you got to put yourself through a whole bunch of danger to be able to save. It's the game called Look Outside. It's the one you commented on the other day. Dahmer and Bundy on Comet and Cupid on Gacy and Bobbitt. So
is he putting Lorena Bobbitt in there with the rest of the serial killers?
You
All she did was
purchased
cut a
the game?
dick off, right?
Well, okay, are you playing it yet? Let's see, Mindy Crawford. Dude, that's funny. Once worked as a fashion model. Director, level 1. You have not played it yet, okay. Well, when you play it, you should try it out on hard mode and tell me if it's as awful as I think it is. I'm terrible at collecting everything and doing nothing with it. You don't really have that problem in this game because there ain't a whole lot to collect, which is part of what my issue is with it, is that there is extreme scarcity to any sort of replenishing items. Like what health or, you know, what is it, your stamina or whatever, just generally on Steam. Oh, okay, gotcha. Donnie Jep. That sounds a little offensive, actually. Ooh, John Doe. Hell yeah, look at that. Sound, what is this?
Who said that? I don't see that comment.
What comment?
The Donnie Jep?
Oh, I said that. Donnie Jep is the name of this guy that's for hire.
Oh, I thought somebody made that as a comment.
No, I thought I was like, the name sounds a little offensive. Bubbles Morgan. Okay. Charlie's Theory. Director Mr. X. Whoa, look at this guy. He's a luchador, baby. Coder level 5. Coder, I hardly know her. Ethan Musk.
That's expensive.
So, oh, okay. So there's extreme scarcity of any sort of replenishing items, whether it's health or any of your other stats. You can only save in 2 different scenarios. Number 1, if it's the end of the day and it's bedtime, or number 2, if you put yourself through a whole bunch of hell, fighting bad guys and stuff like that. So you're highly likely to die a lot and lose all your crap because you can't save. Do you guys think they mean Johnny Depp? Oh, Keith coming through in a pinch.
500 points to Gryffindor.
Right. So, like, and the other thing is when you play a standard RPG, you know, there's like a variety of enemies, right? But you'll fight a whole lot of the same enemies. In this game, no two enemies are alike. So like when you approach such and such enemy, you're not like, oh, it's like this guy, so I need to do this with him. Or this guy's really dangerous. Or this guy has going to give me a status effect that's really going to ruin this round for me. You don't know shit about any of the bad guys. So every battle you go into is a completely new experience, which sounds awesome on paper because it's like, oh, there's a lot of variety. But you're constantly ruining your playthrough because you don't know what you're going to get into in the battles. So what happens? You die again and lose all your crap again and have to redo all your progress again. Playing the game on hard mode is a huge mistake.
He's really been enjoying it.
I fucking hate this game. But no, this is the thing. And this is what's wild is like, if I play a game and I get determined on it and I'm having a good time, I'll play it until I get through it. This game, I'll play it for an hour and then I just get pissed and turn it off.
That's why you wouldn't like Elden Ring.
Well, but I don't know. I don't know that that's true. But okay. How close of an analog is Dark Souls? 1500. Holy crap.
What do you mean?
Well, okay, if I play Dark Souls, am I going to have a close enough experience to what Elden Ring is like? Essentially, Elden Ring is a newer game, and you're a lot less likely to get it on sale. Dark Souls is old, so it goes on sale off and on at least. So I'm not going to spend $60 freaking to try Elden Ring, but I might spend $30 to try Dark Souls. You know, so
the closest Dark Souls game to Elden Ring by far is Dark Souls 3.
Okay.
Dark Souls 1 is a lot slower and clunkier, and I mean it's definitely aged.
King Akbar. Oh, this is the king. Sorry, go ahead.
But Dark Souls 3 gameplay is very similar to Elden Ring's gameplay in terms of like speed and attack styles and stuff like that. So if you were gonna look for a Dark Souls game for
Dark Souls 3,
I would definitely pick 3. Yeah.
Works as a 3D designer. Wait, what? But it says here sound engineer. Okay, I don't think that matters. Dark Souls 2 is the worst. I've heard Elden is the most accessible to new players. Is what Ferg says.
It is, but the open world of it, like it's definitely the most accessible in terms of like builds and being able to like they give you more tools to succeed in Elden Ring for sure. But the open world part of Elden Ring, I think, makes it very inaccessible to new players to the series. Whereas Dark Souls 3 is definitely more linear.
Why does the open worldness though do that? Is it because everything's so spread out and it takes you forever to get from one thing to another?
Well, that and just everything is so, like, if you're new to the series, everything is just so strong. So it's like hard for you as a new player to be like, okay, this is definitely the starting zone because I feel very on par with these enemies. And like, well, it is like that way to a point, you know. And then the fact that you know, the storytelling in Dark Souls has always been a meme, you know, where it's like you have no idea what's going on because you have to read everything through the item descriptions and stuff. Well, it's just like that in Elden Ring, so there's no direction really, that, and other than very vague hints and stuff to where you're supposed, quote unquote, to go. So I feel like a lot of times people start the game and they're like, I've been running around here for 6 hours and I haven't done anything because there's literally no direction. So I think that's a point of frustration. But Dark Souls 3 is more linear, you know, it's like, it's pretty much, it gives you levels to go to, essentially, pretty much, in a sense, versus have at it, you know,
yeah,
kind of thing. So that's my piece.
It's my piece. I think we might have to hire Donnie Jep. Which again still sounds kind of offensive.
Wait till you kill a zombie only for it to turn into a rune bear. Oh god, those rune bears are awful.
Who do we want to fire?
Worth it alone for the extreme depth of the lore. It's amazing. Yes. I definitely agree with you. But like I'm the guy that puts on lore videos on YouTube about Elden Ring stuff and like listens to it on the way to work. So like I find that to be a lot easier than dissecting all of the items piece by piece. But I am super lore nerd, and it is very good. Of course, George R. R. Martin's involved, so there's got to be, siblings fucking each other. But I digress. Let's fire Shirley You Jest.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what do the gold bars mean? Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Game Dev Story is Kairosoft's first mobile game. Holy crap. For the first mobile game, they really knocked it out of the park here. Staff, advertising. Here, let's just Control F, search for gold. Nope, not a single thing on the page about gold. Good lord. Well, maybe we need to just not care about the gold bars or something.
Yeah, I know. It's just not good old George if there isn't some kind of family members that love each other a little too much.
54.
And also not writing books.
Should we fire Noob Ownerton? Do you think? I want to fire Gilly Bates because she's so useless, but at the same time, she is Gil Bates.
The memes alone.
The memes, and she doesn't cost us very much either. Sound engineer. Oh, maybe you should fire California because we just got that kick-ass sound guy, John Doe.
Yeah, she can go join the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We gotta get rid of her because freaking Red Hot Chili Peppers. I hate the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I know you do. Specifically the song Zephyr.
How could anyone not like that?
Discord clipping you out of that whole thing was magical.
I hate the Chili Peppers. Yuck. They're awful. They're the worst, Jerry.
Hideo Kojima, and it's like a small kid that looks like Solid Snake.
Hideo Kojima. We'll make a new game. Actually, no. Develop sequel. How many Hall of Fame games? Oh, well, maybe. Shoot, what else do we?
Wow, way to be a dick.
Don't we have a Hall of Fame game?
No, we got runner-up.
Oh, well, never mind then. What the fudge? Okay, so we need.
What if we change the direction? The direction is budget. What's the different? What are the different directions we can take?
I don't know. We'll have to look at the thing. We're developing this contract real quick for some quick cash, and then we'll get going on another video game.
What are your thoughts on games coming out now with the option to skip boss fights?
There are games that are doing that?
Yes.
Booth Babes again?
Duh.
This might... Oh, we'll see if it does this.
One of the games that will have this feature coming out is Death Stranding 2.
Why is that a thing? Like, have you...
To make it more accessible.
That's what they're saying?
Yes.
That's weird.
There's
Chat,
a game...
What do you guys think about that?
called, like, South of Midnight or something like that. that came out recently. It has an option to skip boss fights in the game.
That is so weird. No, I don't want to. No, you can boost the fun when we make a game. This is just a contract.
Why would you play a video game if you don't want to do the boss fights?
Well, okay, you know, it's funny you say that because the first thing I thought of when you mentioned this whole thing is Balatro. Is there's a deal in Balatro where you can skip certain. I don't know. Have you ever played the game?
No.
Well, it's not necessarily skipping a boss fight, but it kind of is. But anyway, it gives you the option to do that, and I'm like, why would I skip that? That's part of the game. It literally doesn't even compute to my brain. Like, why would you do that? Contract. Oh wait, no, not contract. Fuck. We're making a video game. New game. Game Kid. Let's make something new for our teenage fan-based sim. I think teens would like a sim RPG.
But like one of the arguments is like, you know, people feel left out if they can't beat games that everybody else is beating, and so they want to have, you know, the ability to skip a certain boss fight that's challenging them so they can complete the game also. But it's also like, did you really beat the game though if you skipped half the shit? I mean, does that make you feel accomplished? Dude. I don't know like what the takeaway is from that.
Okay, here's the which direction. So budget eases burden on staff, speed plus quality. Research. Oh shoot. Focus on research data. The more research data you get, the more you can use it to like train your staff and develop them. Can be slower, but breakthroughs are more likely. Emphasize speed, don't worry about quality, and then blah blah blah. So
okay. Well, I didn't realize that budget plus was 100%. So
yeah, well, it costs us more, but you also get a combo of speed and quality. I think I'm just gonna go quality here. Yeah. Video of the credits. I beat the game. No, we are truly in the worst timeline if we're making video games where you don't have to play the video game to play the video game.
I know. Like it doesn't make like just watch a movie then. Or like part of the argument was like I've had to go and watch the ending of my favorite games on YouTube because I haven't been able to complete it, but this way I'll be able to complete it. Well, yeah, but if you're not playing the game then and you're watching it at the end, then you're just watching a YouTube video of the end. It's the same thing.
Well, yeah, I don't understand wanting to watch the end of the game online when you haven't been. It's like, why would you? That's like, because it's literally just the difference of time. You put more time into the game, you'll eventually be able to beat it. It's like saying, well, I really want to see how Shawshank Redemption ends, but I don't want to sit for 2 hours, so I'm just gonna get on YouTube and look up the ending. That makes no damn sense.
Dude, I was baffled.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that makes no sense to me.
So you play the game and you die to the boss one time, and the game says, would you like to skip this boss fight?
Wow. See, there's a thing on Super Mario 3D World, I think, where, or maybe it's New Super Shoot. There's a Mario game where if you play a level and fail enough times, it's like, hey, do you want to do it on whatever mode? And it like basically it's like playing pool but with the bumpers up. I would never do that. I hate that, and I would get pissed off at the game for even offering
whenever a game
exactly. I'd be like, how could you assume that game?
Fuck you, game.
It's insulting.
Yeah. It is insulting. And so I feel so strongly in that way that I can't even imagine trying to fight for the other side. Like, no more boss fights. What?
You don't deserve boss fights.
I know, dude. It's like, is this literally where we're at? We're gutting video games now?
Sheesh. Kim Poster. Try
Would
this
you like
battle
to
in
try this
soft
battle?
hand holding baby mode. Mario 3D World offers it. Okay, is that what that is? I couldn't remember which one it was. Yeah, I know I would never take that because I'm like, no, I don't want you. No, you can't make me.
I'm always like, why don't you take easy mode and shove it up your ass?
Yeah.
Press as I slam A to press no with authority. Not in my basement.
That's insane, man. They're making
Can
games
we
you
do
can skip
easy
boss
mode in the
fights.
basement, Peanut? Absolutely.
Heard the new Doom did away with the baby mode. We still need to do Doom 2, or was it Doom 2 is the one where you can play online together or whatever? We still need to do that sometime.
Doom 2? We discussed that?
Yeah, we talked about it before. It was a while ago, though.
Oh. Oh yeah, because I got Doom 2
Oh,
in
yeah.
the weird
Wait,
bundle pack. So we were both I was like, "Oh yeah, I happen to have that."
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Creativity. Da 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 da. 54.
Call it little bro mode. Dude, I would literally feel tainted if I beat a video game knowing that I skipped something in the game that was difficult.
That's why I don't even like doing
summons and
save
souls.
states or anything.
It's dirty. Save stating while practicing, though, is definitely a game changer. However, if you're like, speedrunner voice, if you're trying to speedrun something, save states are magical. But in a true competitive sense, it is no bueno. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Except for these soft pieces of shit that are voting to take away boss fights in video games.
Yeah, that's insanity. Whoa, John, you did freaking terrible. What the? Oh my gosh. Okay, use item.
But see, the crazy thing is Death Stranding 2 is a Hideo Kojima game, and he's like infamous for making great games that are like have epic boss fights and shit, and he's gonna make it like, oh, you can just skip this if you want. What?
Okay. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I like dirty with save scumming. South Park game where the difficulty. Yes, absolutely. That is hilarious. Matchbox. I've not played it, but I know about it.
I know of it. Yeah.
Wait, isn't this the guy who just effed up?
Yes.
It is. Shit.
Way to go, John.
Okay, let's try this. Let's see if he does anything different now. I'm just curious. This may blow up in our faces, but... Well, he did a hell of a lot more than he did just by default, increasing the fun. Fun boost attempt.
Boost that fun.
Sure, go for it. Let's try to ensure success. Oop. Oh, you bastard.
Oh my god.
John, you have effed this game in every direction imaginable.
Yikes is right, John. Clear out your fucking locker. You're fired.
Seriously,
Get out.
yeah. We got rid of
Cancel
California
your membership
for
at the
you.
country club. Tell Donna to cancel the wallpaper. You're fired. Get out. We run a tight ship over here at Two Dude Studio.
We need to get some better graphics up in here. Yeah, 30.
Chip, you have a fractured butthole? I would get that looked at, man. Fucking John, dude. Way to ruin it. You really screwed the pooch. John.
Seriously, John, we are so disappointed in you, and we regret our decision to hire you.
You're charging way too much money for Snoozer.
Date him. I hardly know him.
Kick his ass. Santosh is like the bouncer. at Two Dude.
Right, get him out of here.
if you underperform, Santos kicks the shit out of you in the parking lot when we fire you. Could you imagine that? Like, as part of the policy? So, like, you get fired and you're cleaning all your stuff out. You're walking your way out to the parking lot. And you're like, great, now there's going to be somebody out here that's going to kick my ass.
That would
just
be
trip
funny,
you
yeah.
with all the shit that you're carrying. I did
30
think of this
points.
potential skit idea where somebody's in a Italian restaurant, right? I know, crazy. And they order tiramisu with the the description has to have lady fingers in the description. And then like the server comes out and brings them tiramisu with like a bunch of thumbs in it. And so then the guy calls the server over and he's like, excuse me, I ordered the tiramisu with lady fingers. These are lady thumbs. And it's like he's like the whole point is that he's not grossed out by the fact that there's actual human thumbs in his tiramisu, but that they're not fingers. And so then they eventually have to bring the poor lady out, and she's like, "It was my last piece," or whatever, because she has no fingers left, so they had to use the thumbs. It's like it'd be like a whole thing.
That
the bones
is crazy.
Of the joke are there. The bones of the joke are there.
Yeah, right. Let's see here.
Yes, Ferg, I know it's the fractured butthole, but it was funnier to say it the South Park way.
Holy crap.
Oh, and if you want to know something that you guys can make fun of me for forever, whenever I ask tables if they have food allergies and they have any kind of nut allergy, I'm like, well, the bad news is we got a lot of crazy people here, but the good news is we are nut free.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the game. What did you say? I realized you were making the joke. The game got real loud.
So when I ask tables if they have food allergies and they have any kind of nut allergy, I say like, well, the bad news is we do have a lot of crazy people working here, but the good news is we are nut free.
Your food will be free of nut.
Yeah, I will not nut in your food. I can't say that at the table.
Right.
Did you ever have a Dick's Den where you live?
No.
Oh wait, no, not Dick's Den. What was it? That's a bar in Florida. Oh god, what was the name of that restaurant where you can be an asshole? Oh my god, it's gonna.
You mean like where
crazy.
the servers are?
Yeah.
I only know like the Wiener Circle.
Oh man, it was like a franchise. It was like a chain, and there was one down in Covington, Kentucky, but it's closed now. But like the whole point was that like your server was kind of an asshole to you. Like you got to, they put little hats on everybody, like paper hats, and so the server would like write something to make fun of them, and then they'd have to wear the hat that has the insult on it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you couldn't tell somebody to go fuck themselves, but like if somebody was like, "Hey, can I get a refill?" Be like, "Yeah, I'll be back when I get to it," or whatever.
Wouldn't that be great?
Dick's Last Resort. That's what it was. Dick's Last Resort.
Dick's Last Resort. Wow.
Yeah. Weirdly, though, they didn't do very well. While it is every server's dream to be an asshole to the customer, not a lot of people want to go spend money to get made fun of.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I could kill at a place like that.
Yeah, if you want to be made fun of, I'm your guy.
John ruined this for best design. Hey, we got it. Best music.
I love that you named it that.
Rusty Matchbox Chip Mat. Hey, runner up Resident Neutrality. Worst game, Dr. Sergio. Hunch out. What the fudge? Why can't we ever get first
Lame-o
place?
Games wins the grand prize?
Seriously.
Oh my god. I'm pooping on poop. and pee.
All the poop and pee. Staff. Okay, let's train. Let's try to put some training into Mr. X because he's level 5. I'm wondering what we can get out of this.
You know, if a lot of them get sick, is it considered a staph infection?
Heyo. That's an excellent joke, Billy. Well, that did like nothing.
I always wanted to make a staph infection joke, so I made one.
Oh, I didn't mean
Well,
to do
it's
that.
an
But
excellent staph infection joke, Adam.
When we went, every time we took pics of our hats, a server was always flipping off the camera.
See, it's like the promised land.
My parameters increased, bitch. Okay, that's
One of
enough
the things that I've always wanted to do whenever a table asks me to take their picture is like take the phone and like hold it up to them, but then like press the button so it flips the other way, and I'm just taking pictures of my face and give it back to them.
They get back to like, this came out really well, and then just don't show them though.
Like especially like all right, last one, funny face. So then like I'm making a funny face too, and so like the last picture is just me with my tongue out disgustingly or something.
Disgustingly. Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Ninja action RPG. Actually, no.
When you were in Tennessee, Ferg, did you notice the residents there drinking beer differently, or was it just the regular way?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. Something about Tennessee and the way that they drink beer.
They drink beer weird in Tennessee?
Apparently.
Weird beard. Game proposal. Donnie Jep. Donnie Jep. Go with a ninja game? Oh, that is something I've never done before. All right, Donnie. Don't fudge us on this one. Flip it in reversey. Man, Donnie doing pretty dang good.
Way better than John piece of shit sound guy.
Yeah, way to go, you.
Not gonna work here anymore.
Crafty Jep. Staff. No noteworthy beer consumption.
In a world that we do own a video game studio together, I'm picturing you as like the executive that does all of like the hard decision making and the paperwork, and then I'm like the office mascot where I go around and I just bump up morale and keep up on like the day-to-day stuff. I go out and get lunch for the studio and come back. I'm the fun, approachable guy. And then like whenever we have to make really bad decisions and fire somebody, like that's where you come in.
Oh,
So
okay.
it looks like I'm the really nice and cool person, and you're the lame hard ass.
I'm the serious parent, and you're the fun dad.
Exactly. That's exactly how I see it. See that guy in the back? That's what he's doing every time I come into work.
Trying to increase the graphics, noob. You want to increase the graphics with your 11? No. Sorry, noob. You're a freaking noob.
Oh.
Alpha version of the current game is not finished. Time to start working on graphics. Graphics 9. No, sorry, Gilly. 32, 6, 32, 23. We're gonna outsource. Pablo Piccolo. Kids magazines. Cute characters.
Dude, Kim Poster. His graphics are outstanding.
Kim Poster
awesome.
syndrome.
$2 million.
Adam is the Tress. Steve is the forest. I know what you meant, Ferg. Where I go, Pablo?
I'm the wood, Steve's the bush.
I love Bush.
Yeah, Machine Head is a great song. 16 Stone, it really is a great album. Very influential in the late 90s. Mid 90s.
Are we employing a monkey? Or, oh no, that's a trophy or something, I think.
Are we employing a monkey? Jeez.
Sounds like an innuendo. You over there employing the monkey?
Over there.
Sponge. I don't even remember. I remember Sponge, but I can't recall what they sound like.
I absolutely hate 90s grunge rock. In my opinion, it is not pleasing to ears.
I don't know. You like that Goblin band.
I do like Necrogoblicon.
Man, this guy sucked!
What?
We spent money on this fool. He barely did anything for our music. Okay,
What's your take on The Offspring, Steve?
I like them. But it's also not a band I really feel myself going to listen to a lot. But when I do listen to them, I generally enjoy them.
Oh, God.
But like, see, that's the thing. Is like, okay, Smash was a killer album. But then I also like, what was it? The Fly for a White Guy and stuff like that. It's like, I kind of liken Offspring to Weezer, in that when they're good, they're really.
How could you do that?
They're really freaking good. But when they're bad, they're pretty cringe. That's kind of how I feel. Why? What were you gonna say?
Well, first of all, I'm shocked that Dexter Holland has literally made $1 with his voice, because it's the most awful thing
Really?
I could possibly imagine listening to.
You're wrong, but okay, whatever.
And what? You think Dexter Holland has a good voice?
For that style of music, yeah.
Oh my god, dude. It's like a weird, like, screaming, almost with a tinge of pain behind it, like a nutsack is being ripped off.
They're a punk band, dude. What do you expect?
Not that. It's just horrible.
Do you listen to any punk though?
So in that regard,
I've never known you to listen to punk.
I've never said that when Offspring is very good, anything. But I have said that they are really bad. So I do agree with you on that.
No, but like I said, I like Weezer too, though. But I'll also admit, though,
what's a bad Weezer song?
Beverly Hills.
Oh man, I like that song. I mean, not that I would play it on my way to work or anything, but we had a wine at work called Canopy Hills, and I made a parody of Beverly Hills to Canopy Hills. So I guess that's maybe my nostalgic cling to it. But you're right, it's not one of their stronger ones. I wouldn't say it's a bad song, but it's not great.
You're talking about Beverly Hills?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's not my version.
I don't. It's not great. It's not good. But
Yeah.
I also don't know that I'll say it's a bad song. But you also got to think though too. Like, okay, hold on a second here. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone here. Beyond just the radio hits, like album cuts and stuff, because like, hang on.
Now, full disclosure, I don't know like the non-hits very well. If we're just going off of the bangers, you know.
Mhm.
I don't wheeze hard.
Don't wheeze hard. I think on that album, Make Believe, I would put that as their worst album. Was it We Are All on Drugs? Ridiculous. Terrible song on that album.
I have never heard it. I'll listen to it and get back to you.
You need to, okay, if you listen to that whole album, Make Believe, the one that has Beverly Hills, there's so many terrible album tracks on that one.
Okay. Good. I can't wait to listen to it and not like it.
Yeah, really.
I'm so excited. Oh man, what'd you say this was? Terrible music? Fuck yeah.
It's now the end of the fiscal year. Ninja, I hardly know her. That's our ninja game. Sales ranking was number 1.
Whose leg do we have to hump to get a game of the year over here?
Seriously.
Or whatever. We've got the most expensive talent in the field. Outside of Matchbox. If we had Matchbox working for us, we'd be there. No question. AI director?
AI director. I really labored over including that was it the Phantom PP or whatever, the ghost, the book, that I in the video.
Of course.
Because it's freaking AI art and I hate AI art from
oh my god,
every fiber
it was
of my being.
amazing.
It was amazing. I liked it, but I still it's against everything I believe in.
Yeah, but that serves that's why it serves such a great purpose, is for quick stuff like that. You're never gonna use that in any kind of serious way, right? But it took that joke and made it apex level, right? Because it was something so insignificant as a custom choose your own adventure book. What would you have to go through to get that designed by a human being?
I know,
and
right?
How much would it cost? That's just something that's quick, easy, perfect use of it, in my opinion.
Ooh, play status.
Yes, I do believe that human beings should do art and be well compensated for them. However, I'm not going to pay somebody $200 and 5 revisions for my joke of the Phantom PP choose your own adventure book.
Phantom PP.
No one's doing that, so I'm not taking any money out of anybody's pocket.
We're going to get in early on the play status, baby. That's like spending almost all of our money. No, we gotta do some contract shit to try to get some money because we ain't got no money right now.
Damn, we're in the red, bro. Now we really are Ubisoft.
Good old man, Ubisoft catching strays around here.
I watch a lot of game industry videos, so it's on my brain.
See, that's hilarious because I hate that stuff so much. I have no interest.
I find it very interesting.
Yeah.
But that being said, I don't worship anybody. I don't have a channel where I'm this guy's the truth. I don't have a loyalty like that. But I guess I just like the news in general and just different opinions about those said topics and stuff. I find that to be. I have a long work drive, so.
Oh, we can't afford booth babes. We just got our play status thing. Costumes?
Yeah, I guess that's the next best thing, right? Other than not hiring anyone. I don't know. If we hire costumes, it makes us look like we're furries.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I guess we are at a game convention. Maybe we'll be well received. Don't wear any deodorant. We'll fit right in.
Exactly. Hey, we got a new record. People love our furry stuff.
People love it.
It's a new record of attendance, baby. Okay, develop. We need another contract because we still ain't got no money. Game translation. Accept. Let's do it, folks. Action, use item. Let's see, if anyone. Oh, well, I guess it just does it for everybody. Okay.
The whole office did cocaine together as a team building exercise.
Everyone is stoked to go to work. Plowed by Sponge. I'm gonna have to check that out later.
Wouldn't that be an incredible feeling, though? Like, to literally be stoked to go to work? What that must be like.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, it's got to be amazing.
We may never know.
Oh, I certainly won't. But, you know, the phrase, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. I bet that's true.
Nah, I don't think it's true. Because even I love video editing, and it's still work. I think don't know that it's like you'll never work a day in your life, but like I think it's more just.
Well,
that
I mean,
you'll
it's an
feel good.
exaggeration for sure. But
What'd you say?
it's an exaggeration for sure. But I mean, I guess the point is like you don't have to. You're not ever like, man, this is like such a burden, or you're taking shit from a boss or anything. It's like like it's like your passion, kind of. In a way. But yeah, I mean, obviously, there's going to be days that it's not. Oh my God, this is the best day ever! I don't. That's not realistic. But
John Doe. Let's level him. This guy, I'm not super happy with so far. Oh wait, he's got a big old bump in his sound department.
what would be the job that you think would be like every day I wake up is the fucking shit? What would be the thing that would do that for you? Like you got a Woody every morning when you get out of bed.
Professional booby honker.
Okay, well, that's a solid choice. How much do they make a year?
Develop. Let's do one more shit, these contracts are not that good. Okay, let's 80, 77. Okay, we're gonna go for this one. Accept. And then we're gonna make a video game. Is it where you're just stoked every day? I don't know, man. I've kind of given up on.
I mean, maybe stoked is a exaggeration as well, but just like regardless of your current education or training or life experience or salary or anything, like just the job that you would pick, just ideally speaking.
Hey, what up, Zelda sis? Zelda sis.
Doesn't even have to be realistic.
Do you have an answer to this question?
I mean, I don't know if I have like a specific one, but I could probably come up with a couple.
Yeah. Or come up with one.
I think being like a successful musician in some capacity would be a sweet ass job.
Yeah, true.
You know, like whether I'm in a band or I am a solo act, you know, again, taking away the realism here.
Yeah.
But I think that would just be awesome in some, just to, I guess touring the world alone would be fucking sick and not have to I know granted you're doing most of it in a bus or a plane and, you're going from venue to venue and it's not like, but also at the same time, it's not like you never get any time for yourself or anything. I mean, hell, I see bands, pictures of them like, this is us and the beautiful Mount Jingajong. And it's, the oldest mountain in the world. And later we're going to go to a bar. So, yeah, but I think that would be really fun. And plus, you get to see how many hundreds of thousands of people like stoked to
fudge.
see you and your shit that you wrote and created. I mean,
Yeah.
that's got to be a whole
Dude,
thing in and of
yeah.
itself.
Man, that's just being able to like make stuff and like people to be into it
Has got to be sweet.
I've done plenty on the side of making stuff and nobody being into it. I've done a good little bit of making stuff and a few people being into it, but man, to make stuff and have everyone be into it, oh yeah, that would be pretty cool.
It'd be awesome.
No, but you know, as a band that would be great. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't even think of that. It's probably just because like I practically never play guitar anymore. Just I'm so freaking busy with everything else in my life. But like, yeah, I miss making music, and making music with other people. You know, is always a lot of fun. Senga.
Yeah, like imagine complete strangers coming up to you with like tears in their eyes and being like, your song changed my fucking life, you know, or
Yeah.
something. Like that's gotta be something wild, dude. Like
Yeah, for sure.
I'm blown away when my boss is like, hey, you got a good guest comment. Great job out there.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Whenever like a stranger comments on one of our videos, I'm like, what?
What?
Hello, Cloud9, table for one.
Right. I couldn't imagine that on a global scale.
Yeah, really. Shoot, this is gonna cost like all our damn money. So Zelda says, what's the story with your IT thing? Is like something's not working and you gotta wait for him to fix it or something?
Hi Zosis, by the way. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
We were deep in conversation. We were
We
busy.
were talking about our fake lives.
Yeah, fake lives where people liked the stuff that we make. I thought it was hilarious how you asked about me playing Elden Ring and like not a single person was on board.
I know. I was absolutely blown away by that.
Haven't put
I
out a game.
personally
Oh, yeah.
would like to see you play it, not because like I would like want to see you rage out or anything, because
Mhm.
if anything, I would want to be like there in a helpful way.
No, I know you. You want me to enjoy the things that you enjoy, so I know.
Yes, that's exactly it. That was
Now, if you were
the words
Gibson,
coming out of
you'd
my
be
mouth.
like waiting for me to like put a pistol in my mouth over it. 'Cause
No.
he just loves watching me torture myself over games.
I literally was just about to say I would just want to see you play it because I like the game and I would want to
Right.
see you like the game. So, you know me.
Oh yeah, I know you. Damn it! We didn't get another grand prize. Ugh! I went to log in and I don't have access, lol. So now I wait. But IT and Saturdays don't mix, so I feel like I've been waiting for a while. Oh dang, man. Yeah, for real. Hopefully that doesn't fudge up your weekend or anything. I mean, I'm assuming it would have to count for something that you were trying to work and couldn't. But I don't know. Not every workplace makes a whole lot of sense. Crap. Action. Use item. Fun boost. Donnie Jap. Still sounds mildly offensive to me. Well done. I like how he's telling himself well done. Refreshing myself with SOPs and stuff. How very corporate of you. Fudge, we're gonna
How
use
very
another fun boost.
corporate of you.
This is a very corporate thing to be refreshing yourself on SOPs.
Let me tell you something about TPS reports.
We better make this in time. Holy fuck. Get it. Oh, wow. We barely made that. Okay, let's make our freaking game, baby. Oh, no, new game. Simulation cartoon. Don't know that we need any realism. Let's polish it. Polish that knob. Niche appeal. Niche. This game is niche, biche.
It's the Biche niche.
The biche niche. Donnie Jep.
See, I would totally play Zelda 2, but I would have to have you coaching me through it. Oh, because I
Yeah.
don't think I wouldn't enjoy it very much if it was just me, because I wouldn't know where to go and stuff like that. But if I had you being like, all right, so this guy up here, he's gonna do this, so you've got to do the little jumpy stab thing 23 times. I know it's a lot, but you're gonna have to do it.
Ugh.
The little eyeball orb things, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, oh yeah. We're gonna give
I'll
her a
die on
shot.
the hill that the game makes the sound effect to where it makes it sound like you're not doing any damage to them at all. So I think for a long time people thought they were unkillable.
Yeah, okay, but you're talking like when you slash the eyeballs? Or
Like
not?
the little sound it makes when you're like down stabbing them and you're just like doinking them forever. Like that little sound effect that it makes is almost like the video game sound effect when something is not receiving damage or you're hit, it's like invincible there or whatever.
Yeah.
And since it takes so many attacks to kill them, I feel like some people would be like, all right, well, clearly you can't kill those things, so you just have to deal with it.
I'm making $17.50 an hour in my PJs, so who's the real winner here? Yeah, that's for sure. For sure.
It's a good silver lining for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Games direction, genre match, simulation increased to level 2.
Poor Peanut is bored out of her fucking mind right now.
Got to get ready for Mother's Day, Larkin. Action.
I was gonna say I didn't know if you were having plans for Mother's Day, but I got asked to work tomorrow morning because they were like every year they book a shit ton of people for Mother's Day with the assumption that there's a certain like a percentage of them that drop, for different reasons. Well, like that percentage was very low this year than they had anticipated, so we're overbooked for like the whole day. Which is, a good problem to have, but also when reservations start running behind and people start having to wait longer, that's when it starts to go south. So they were like, we're still looking for people at night if anyone's interested. And I'm like, oh, please sign me up for an entire day of soul-crushing stress. No, thank you.
Right. I bet you make some money, though.
Well, it is an enticing offer because we're doing like a set menu for the day. So it's like family style every table and it's like $50 a person.
Oh, damn.
So it is a profitable day, but also there is something to be said where at 4:00 in the afternoon when the restaurant's on fire, you can be like, well, you guys have a great one. I'm clocking out and leaving.
Game box. Everyone is poor. I agree with Ferg. I think that's what's up is everyone's poor. Nana asked for a new printer and Mom asked for a video game not yet released. So what, like a pre-order, I guess? Or does she just not realize that it's not out yet? My mom asked for a smack in the mouth. And I was happy to oblige. Graphics boost.
It's
Tack
literally
and
the
fuel.
busiest day of the year for us, though.
Oh, for sure.
Like even over like Christmas Eve and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. Mom's an Italian food, man. I guess they go hand in hand.
Well, the whole thing with Mother's Day is it's like, well, of course, in most homes, moms are the ones that do the cooking. Like that's the whole thing with Mother's Day is it's like, well, we got to go out to eat somewhere because it's Mother's Day and we don't want her to cook. And obviously I'm an idiot man who can't cook for my family. So we're going to take her out somewhere.
Right.
So yeah, like I said, I figure that's why it's
It
gotta
is
be,
funny that it's like that, right?
yeah.
Well, if mama can't cook, then we gotta go have somebody else's mom's gotta go make it because those are the only people making food in restaurants or people's moms.
Yeah.
I certainly can't do it.
So now I'm gonna be cooking a lovely fillet for my lady tomorrow.
Steak at Steve's.
Oh, she heard me. She has her damn headphones on, so she freaking
I knew it was coming.
she tricked me. Never mind, you're not getting that. We're getting McDonald's.
I meant do a soft recovery. I meant the tube steak.
I won't tell her you said that. he made an inappropriate joke. I won't repeat it since Titus is in here. Didn't realize it wasn't out yet. Not specific date. Just like, what game does she want? Now I'm interested. Mother's Day crowd is worse than after church crowd. You can't change my mind. Ooh, what do you have to say about that? Adam?
What? I know you were talking to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Zelda sis said Mother's Day crowd is worse than after church crowd. You can't change my mind.
They are both very strongly opinionated people.
Yeah.
Both crowds can be very.
Oh wait, what
They'll
the
turn
first?
on you on a dime. Let's say that.
They'll turn on you on a dime. Is that what you said?
They will. They really will.
Power Wash
There
Simulator
it
2.
is.
I didn't realize there was going to be a second one of those, or at least already. Yeah.
Like after every Mother's Day every year, it's almost like how many times are we going to get comments like "You ruined our Mother's Day"?
Oh, good
The
lord.
next- Yeah, it's rough, dude. That's why I'm like the overbooking thing is very real because if it gets like super backed up, then it's like, oh my god, we're gonna have to start offering free appetizers and shit to people, and then it's just it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Especially with a set menu where it's $50 a person.
Right,
you can't
yeah.
fuck around.
They're all named. This is my day. What is that from Game Girls? It's like, fuck you, it's my day.
You're among friends, Adam. Share your true feelings. I can't do that. It is on the internet, after all. I would like to stay employed. This is my day. It's actually like, I don't know. I feel like while there are some momzillas out there on Mother's Day, it's almost like the dads are worse because this is their way to show
Right,
like
yeah.
how much they appreciate and value the mom by, well, I made plans for this and this is unacceptable. She deserves to have, like that whole thing.
Bro, Hall of Fame, did you see it? Santoon for Santosh cartoon. So Santoon. Santoon in the Hall of Fame.
This should really boost our sales. I'm bored.
Shut up. We just shipped a game, you idiot.
We just won Game of the Year. I'm bored.
I looked at a Mother's Day patron. I'm not celebrating my mom right now because of you. Fix your tone, right?
I didn't work there.
No, but I get what you're saying though, Adam, about like the guys like, dude, I'm trying to create the ultimate experience for the woman in my life.
Yes.
You better bang it out of the park on this one,
Right.
So I
100%.
I get where they're coming from on that. But I don't know. That's why I'd rather do it myself. Now that she knows what's happening, it's like
I gave you an out.
only went up by 8. Oh, well, I guess that's all that frick. Okay, that was a waste of time. Number 1, baby. Like, I get it, but being a dink isn't gonna... Exactly, for sure. The Super IES is going to be discontinued. What the fudge?
Yeah, it's like, sir, I assure you, no one here has said that or thought we're going to go out of our way to make your wife's experience here bad. Trying our best.
Right.
Please sit down.
Sit your ass down, fool. There's this I only watch TikTok. That's already done? What? Hold on. I guess it is already done. Well, okay, so I only watch TikTok anymore, really, for one channel. Santoon is selling like a mofo. Although I've been a fan of 2D Studios for quite some time, I lined up on release day to buy the Santoon. I like simulation games in general, and I really enjoyed that this one was a cartoon game. I'm sure it's not easy work, but do your best. Goodbye, senior citizen. It's an old guy. 41 plus. We got
lined up
oldies.
on release day. I like how old guy is 41 plus.
I know, right? It's like, oh, thanks a lot, game. Senior citizen, age 42.
God damn.
The popularity of Santoon continues unabated. Indeed, it recently topped 2 million in sales. 2D Studios certainly put their all into this simulation game. The game is still in short supply, with some shop owners saying that parents have resorted to buying other similar games because they can't find the genuine article. Thanks to the article, 2D Studios fan base throughout the country has increased. We got more seniors, age 43. Comedy.
Throughout the country, we got 15 new fans.
Right. Why is my my button isn't? Oh well, there now it works. Piece of shit. Respected magazine. Oh, good lord, everyone is just creaming their shorts over our game.
That's us.
Why do we have one guy wearing a hard hat to work?
That's me. It's for the joke. You got to be in on the office morale humor. There,
Yeah.
Michael Skull.
Gil Bates.
Do you?
Do you think?
Correct me if I'm wrong here.
Hold on. Architecture. Two dudes increased price about $20 and is somehow still beloved.
Did you see Xbox is raising prices now?
I did. Yeah, everyone's like, oh, well, Nintendo's doing it. Surely we can do it. Because we make stuff that's as high quality as Nintendo does.
Does Nintendo make really high quality stuff though?
Absolutely. That's the only reason why their consoles still sell like freaking hotcakes. I mean, because people
From what I
want.
understand, their Pokemon series games run like ass.
Well, Pokemon's not a Nintendo game; it's a Pokemon company. I'm talking like first party.
You're talking about first party.
First party Nintendo, exactly. People will buy a Nintendo console, and okay, the people who are the biggest detractors of any game are the people who are the biggest fans, and the Destiny 2 community is the perfect example of that. People will bitch about Destiny for days and still devote 30 hours a week to playing it. Yeah, all that griping is just because they're fully invested in the franchise. And so like people will buy a Nintendo console just to play the next Pokemon game, just to play the next Mario game, just to play the next whatever. Does any other console have that anymore? No. All you need is the newest Nintendo console and a PC or a Steam Deck or something. That's all you need. And they broke the seal, the out of touch fucks. Supported by what? Yeah.
But also, I feel like you have to be kind of, a Nintendo hardcore fan to be in that mindset as well, to commit to buying the console for the next Mario game or the next Zelda game. I mean, like, you're going there specifically for like those titles, so you gotta be, like a Nintendo fanboy, kinda, I think.
I don't know, you have to be a fanboy. I just think you want to play those games. But people have proven with every console generation practically that they will buy the newest Nintendo console just for the next Mario, or just for the next Metroid or whatever. They want to play those first party Nintendo games. Or the next Zelda, obviously. My obsession with Zelda / Pokemon has made me make some questionable decisions, right? RPG new? How is RPG new? I thought we already had RPG. Well, let's make a freaking new RPG, I guess.
We had action RPG before. This is just RPG.
I thought we had regular RPG too. I may be wrong. Certainly wouldn't be the first time. Gameco.
How about a checkers RPG?
How is checkers even an option? It's like, you know what? I want to play a checkers game. I want to play new Mario Kart,
bitch.
but at what cost? At $80 cost for, or well, actually, was it $450 to get the bundle with the console?
Architecture RPG. That sounds fucking thrilling.
Is the Gameco? Is that like Game Dev Story? Is that like what they're talking about here?
Yeah, maybe.
An RPG
Game
like that
company.
could be
Yeah.
kind of cool. Do you want to try it?
Sure.
Looks at $300 plus candle making supplies. Very questionable. Hey, but at least you're doing something you like. Was RPG game thing. I think we need to up the realism a little bit. Let's bring down innovation a little bit, but let's up the realism some more. Polish. I think.
What are your thoughts on Nintendo re-releasing the Zelda games for the Switch 2 and charging practically the same amount of money as they were?
I think Nintendo was really smart about how they're doing it because, while yes, they are doing that, the games get like extra stuff added to them. And on top of just the graphical upgrades and stuff. And if you already own the game, you can just upgrade to the upgraded version for like, what is it, like $10 or 20? Actually, no, the Zelda ones come for free with your Switch Online. I love it making lightsaber candles soon. Oh, that's cool. But no, I personally, I don't have any problem with them. Or, well, let me rephrase that. I don't think anyone should be surprised that they're charging more. They proved that the Switch concept is freaking massive. The console sold like crazy. People will show up in droves, like we just talked about, for the first party games. And of course, you've seen also a lot of people have been putting these out because of all the griping and whining and complaining about. Which game comes there? No, I don't know about you. Let's go to this other guy. Crap! What was I just saying?
You were.
Oh, but like, yeah, people will spend the money and they'll do all of that to get the new thing. And so I don't think they should be surprised that they're paying more. People also, since all the online YouTubers and whatever are making videos about like, oh, Nintendo, greedy Nintendo, overpriced Nintendo, blah, blah, blah. They're showing pictures of like when Super Nintendo games were like $90, so it's like, and adjusted for inflation, it's like a $200 game or something. So I think the fact that games are getting more expensive makes sense. And I think it's something that probably should happen for sustainability's sake. But I also think it's happening at the worst possible time when our asshole president is destroying the economy. So it's like, it makes sense that they're charging more, but like everyone is getting ready to be a lot more poor than they used to be. So it's really terrible timing for all of this to happen. And on top of that, I don't know, to carry on to what you were saying about Xbox earlier, I don't know that Xbox and PlayStation have the same power to be able to do that and continue on without it really hurting them. Because, I mean, what do those consoles have to offer that you can't just get on a PC now? I don't know. There's
I
always
guess
going
my
to be.
counterpoint to that is that, there were $80 and stuff Nintendo games and stuff, Super Nintendo games and stuff back in the day, but there were also mass shipping and production and cartridge costs and factories and all that kinds of shit that went into making all of those things. Like, everything's done digital now. Like, what in the fuck is the production cost increase that we're talking about here? Like, I understand it costs so much more money to make a game now, but like, I mean, does it though? In the grand scheme of things, like, this isn't like a new concept where, games have suddenly gone up crazily in the past 5 years that it's like, oh, games cost twice as much now as they did 5 years ago. Like, no, they don't. It's relatively the same amount of cost. So it's like, we're increasing the price just because I feel like they can. I mean, it's not like they're doing it in a way to recoup losses and stuff. I mean, most of these companies are still reporting, record-breaking profits and stuff, like almost year after year. So, and we're not getting, necessarily better products for more expensive games. Like, some of the games that we're getting that are AAA titles have not been very well performing, or have been downright catastrophes, flops, and all kinds of stuff. So it's like, what, game industries have consolidated a bunch of shit and closed a bunch of offices and stuff, and their way to kind of recover that is to paint it as, well, we're just going through a lot of more costs and such to make games. That's the reason for these price increases. Like, they're just trying to get more money for the same products, like, I don't know. I ain't fucking buying it.
Well, and all of it, I feel like really time is going to tell. I know that's a kind of a cop-out response, but when I say that, I mean time's going to tell right now, because we're on the precipice of some really grim days financially. So this is a change that these game studios probably should have put into place a while back. I know that, well, I don't know about the record profits thing. I'd have to do some researching into that or whatever, but all I know is that over and over again, we see these people putting out games and then laying off half the staff. While I do think that greed plays a factor there, I don't know that these people are just so greedy that they're like gutting their staff after putting out a successful game just because they're greedy. I just don't know that that's really what's happening. They usually
gut the staff when the game doesn't do well.
Well, what was it? Bomb Rush Cyberpunk? Was that no.
There was Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah, the one that one did really well. And it was
an exception to the rule, though. I feel like, I mean, yeah, it doesn't make any sense that they would close that studio after putting out such a well-received game. I totally agree with you.
Yeah,
but Concords and the Veilguards of the world, like, a lot of fucking money went into those games, and they did not make anything.
Well, but I think we're talking about different things, though, when we talk about that. Oh, I want to comment on what Zelda just said. I think it's really awesome that she's loving the little emulator consoles. And it's funny because, like, every time I see one of those pop up, I don't need it, but every time I see one of those, I'm like, man, I want to get one of those, just so I can experience it, Game Decks, Adam. Booth Babes. We can afford Booth Babes. Let's do it. We're getting ready to put out a new game. We need to entice them with our sexy Booth Babes. What would be hilarious is if we got less visitors than when we had the costume people, and everyone's like, we actually like the furry guys.
Where'd the furry people go?
Yeah, where'd the furry guys go? Oh, yeah, 40K, bro. We had a whole lot of people this year. No, but I don't know. I think we're kind of talking about two different things there, because well, okay, what Bungie, they got that new game Marathon? Is that what it is, Marathon?
I'm not sure.
Anyways, Bungie was putting out a new like battle royale type of game. No. It's an extraction shooter.
Okay.
And like it was not well received. And
Is
I
that
think
the one that's like competing with Arc Raiders or something?
I have no idea. That's not the world I live in, really. So I'm not super up on it, sadly.
Okay. Continue.
But no. These people are like, crap, man.
Twerks for booth visits.
Wait, we just upgraded this ghost.
All right, we need to give her a raise.
Right.
That's a passionate employee.
That's right.
You keep that up, Zelda, you're going places.
She's a valued employee at Two Dudes Studios. But like, crap, what am I saying now? Game development's not complete. Bugs fixed. Okay, let's see if we can get that creativity over 100. Use item, creativity boost, use. Don't. Oh fuck, we don't have enough research data. Crap, we still need a little bit more. We're almost there. Crap, I don't know if we'll be able to get it before. Come on. Oh, there we go. We just got it. Okay, wait. Do you want creativity or do you want more music? Creativity's getting close to going over 100.
Oh, okay.
Music's down at 66.
Music then.
Music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I was going to go for creativity just because I wanted to have 3 things over 100.
Then, yeah, well, then you know how I thought we were trying to get like as many things to 100 as possible. So if you think it's better to do the other one, then do the other one.
Well, yeah, the thing is we only have enough time to do one of them. So it's either going to be definitely get this one over 100 or just get the other one higher up. So
I trust you. You've taken us.
I don't know if you should, but
you've taken us into the green this whole time. Who am I to argue with success?
Oh, I picked the wrong guy because we got talking shit. Well, I fucked it up, so never mind. Doesn't matter.
It's okay. I'll go down with you.
We got a pretty killer game here, though, man. Look at this. Look at that.
New record. Game 16. Type pretty good looking game. If it'll fit. Looking. Pretty good looking game.
Looking. Hey, it fit. Pretty good looking game. I give it a buy. I had a lot of fun with it. Its content was good.
Was it good or was it pretty good?
We didn't make it in. We almost got. Yeah, we didn't make it in the Hall of Fame. You idiots! I hate those people. They're so terrible. Pretty good looking games now on sale.
Sure.
Sure, get in here. No game. Or actually, hang on.
I drive a Play Stratus.
Develop sequel. Should we try to do a sequel? Santoon.
Pretty great looking game.
Oh, Ninja, I hardly know her. See, we did have another one. Oh, but the IES was just discontinued. We don't want to do that. See you later, Ferg. Ferg Burger.
See you, bud. Go get a delicious, non-ultra processed food burger.
Good Lord, dude, man, that processed stuff, freaking.
I'd buy a game called pretty good looking game. Have you seen this? Looks pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm in charge of marketing.
All right, we'll do that. Be sure and do a good job on this one. I'm a gamer.
The house is washed.
We're making video games, Keith.
you can come over and watch my house for free 99.
Free 99. That's one of those like I did a thing or whatever that like gets on my nerves. Oh, this is free 99.
I know. 5-finger discount.
Oh, really? Free 99? Feed me and we have a deal. Ooh, simulation increased to level 3. Excuse me, I'd like to try creativity.
Can we please have the guy with the decorated GIMP mask take that off? It's very distracting.
He's a luchador. It's not a GIMP mask.
I know. In my mind, it's a GIMP mask.
I know you were joking. That was me playing into your joke.
Very food motivated.
Holy fudge, look at that creativity boost. Damn, John. You toe it up.
I also am food motivated.
Keith
Keith is simulated. Keith, you're a simulation? You're simulated, Keith?
Just heard the virtual kid is going to be discontinued in 3 months.
Keith,
Who cares?
VR Roden?
Roden. Harley Noden. Graphics. Kim Poster. Cute characters. Let's do it.
Better see a lot more pallets coming out of your ass, Kim. All right, that's acceptable. "36 times a lady."
36 times a lady. Oh no, there has been a blackout. Our current game has lost some points. Whoa, lost some points. Look, we lost a crap ton of points. Oh, that pisses me off.
Hey man, it's an act of God. We can't be held responsible for that. Has your soul been so crushed that you are unable to?
No, sorry, my daughter was messaging me. She's being impatient.
You're fine. I was just like, "Are you okay?" Our game is
Um,
destroyed.
Mike Pudding Sky.
Milk.
Oh, milk. Is that a milk? Oh, milk
His
pudding
name-
sky.
His name's legit Milk.
A cartoon game. Well, that freaking sucks because now we're not going to be able to make another sequel of this because it's not going to do very well because we lost a crap ton of points.
Look, man, we'll just put out a press release. We'll blame it on production costs.
Dude, the music is through the freaking roof, though.
We'll blame it on increasing economic uncertainty. And we'll charge $80 for it for no reason.
Okay, we gotta boost this fun.
Adam's being all corporate now. Yes, I can be very business oriented.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see it, but I've moved my glasses even closer to my face.
okay, thank God. At least we got it back up over 100. Frick.
I want you to picture me spinning a pen in one hand, using only my fingers.
Almost 2.5 million units. That was a good game.
Oh yeah. Sandtune 2, the tunering. Oh wow, you're really doing it.
The tunering.
You need a twip.
Yeah, Oh, we made it into the Hall of Fame just barely. Holy crap. F you, Blackout.
Or do you think it should have been called Tuner Me Daddy?
Oh man. Tuner me daddy. Do a console analysis. We're just gonna kick back and relax with a little contract job. Contractor, I hardly know her.
Before I heard you say contractor. I thought you said contract job, and I'm like, wow, you're not even trying anymore. Contract job. I hardly know her.
Number 1. Do 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 do. Doop 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 doop.
Virtual Kid's off the market. I remember when the Virtual Kid was released. We lined up for it for weeks.
Ooh, Game Awards. We got 3 games going up. Fudge, yes. Best design. Pretty good looking game. Best music. Sandtune 2. Runner up. Sandtune.
Bro, Two Dude Studios is literally killing it right now.
We just need brain strainer
Get
dicks.
out of here. So lame. So I'll tell you a funny exchange that actually happened involving video game bosses. So
In the video game what?
regarding video game bosses.
Oh, okay.
So there's a boss in Elden Ring called Placidusax, and it's a
That sounds ridiculous.
it's a dragon that has 3 heads to it, right? Well, anyway, Matt Hunter's Hybrid, Shybridge Gaming, was playing the game for the first time, and he comes across this boss finally after slogging his way through the game, and this boss is just like killing the shit out of him. And so we're like discussing it in group chat, and he's like, "It sounds like Flaccidusax." And I was like, "Oh yeah, he's a boss in the game too, but he's not hard." It was one of the best word plays I've come up with in recent memory. I was very proud of myself.
Very good, Adam.
Thank you.
Action
Reassured me
robot.
that it was fun.
We're gonna get our cuteness out of here.
I'm just like picturing like a dragon with like 3 limp heads. Flaccidusax. Can't get him up. He's not hard. Not a hard boss.
Action game. Not as good as Kung Furry.
Yeah, that's my character's name in Oblivion. That's a Khajiit, one of the cat characters. His name's Kung Furry. It was fantastic. Although Keith came up with that one, I didn't come up with it. I gotta give credit where credit's due.
Give credit where credit's dookie.
I love that the dragon already has a head cut off. Like 2 of them, I believe. And they're still attached to Bale's body in the DLC. When you fight him in Shadow of the Erdtree, you can, if you look at the body of him, he's got like 2 dragon head things that are like biting him, but they're like ripped off at the neck. Pretty dope.
Oof. So we'll give it a try. We gotta buff him up though as much as possible.
Buff me, daddy.
Buff my daughter. Fudge, yes, John Gameson.
Not the other John. Who is the John that fudged us? Sound guy, John. Did we fire him?
Donnie Jep, you mean?
No, the John we were cursing earlier.
I don't remember. Say noob,
Remember-
John Gameson. Maybe was it John Gameson? John Doe. No, it was John Doe.
John Doe, yeah. That
No, we have not
sad
fired
piece
him.
of
Obviously.
shit over there.
Oops. Start working on the graphics.
Pablo Piccolo. That's a fun name to say, Francesco.
Francisco. Piccolo me.
I took her home and gave her the old Pablo Piccolo.
That's like an adult actor with a like
I know.
hilariously tiny wiener. Pablo Piccolo. And then the piccolo comes on anytime it comes on screen. And it's like,
Penis is like wearing a mustache and a sombrero. Dios mío!
I. Surely you jest. Okay, you need to earn your money, Mr. X. You better kick some ass for us here. Come on, buddy. Make it happen, Captain. Oh,
we're
that was
kinda-
crap.
We're putting up a lot with the whole weird mask fetish that you've got going on. Yeah, bye. See ya. You're fired.
Yeah, get your ass out of here. Nobody likes you here.
We're running a tight ship. If we fire him, we have to be like, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to throw you off the top rope.
Throw you off the top rope.
We're going to have to give you the old 3 count.
Boo, 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 boo. It's a robot game. It's a game full of robots.
Oh, I thought you were saying aerobics. I'm like, what are we making, an exercise game?
It's an exercise game. No, I was saying a robot like an old person would.
I feel like if we could screenshot that window where the guy's at the desk and it just says, wow, I worked really hard on that. I feel like you could make a meme out of that.
I worked really hard
some
on
way.
that.
Right. Like when you show something that you've worked on for 2 weeks and they're like, huh, that's really cool. I worked really hard on that.
I'll use old Donnie Jep. Finished. Well done, me. Oh, I wanted to get the creativity over 100. Oh.
One of my managers at work always tries to tell me dad jokes that he thinks I don't know because he's a dad joke enjoyer as well. And recently I've been knowing the ones that he says to me. So the other day he's like following me in the kitchen. I've got a whole like handful of dishes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes back and he's like, Adam, did you hear about the semi with Vicks that was full of Vicks Vapor Rub? And I was like, oh yeah, the one where that overturned, but there was no congestion for like 6 to 8 hours. He was just like, you son of a bitch.
Speaking of sons of bitches, this pumpkin pie haircutted moron kept us 1 point away from being in the freaking Hall of Fame, you bastard. Ugh.
Pumpkin pie haircutted moron.
It's the end of the year. Number 1 for Action Robot. I just named it Action Robot.
All of our action robots suffer from voice modulation.
Oh, I'll bet action robot now. Did Discord update or something? All of a sudden, my font looks like it's smaller.
I don't know. I've had mine on full screen for quite some time.
Sorry, just a second here.
Go font yourself, dude.
Your fan base is aging. Blah blah blue.
I screamed into a colander this morning. Really strained my voice.
I hate it when I'm excited about something and the people I choose to share it, and the people I choose to share it are just like me. You know, it's funny.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you got it.
Yours is more important, I'm sure.
Well, I was just gonna say, it's like when people share like a thing that I'm like, I have no knowledge of that, and so it's like I can't be excited about it without like really having to fake the excitement, and like I don't want to come across as fake, so I'm more than likely probably just gonna be like, hey, all right, good for you, you know, and not really have anything authentic really to share about it, you know.
Zealousness, I run into that so much at work because I have like 2 people there that are into like games and shit and music that I like or whatever, and everybody else is like super into sports and like humping each other over sports betting and stuff like that.
You get that parlay, bro?
Yeah, dude, it's like, I swear there needs to be a mass intervention at my job with the amount of people that do sports betting there. But so anyway, like I've got like 2 people to talk with about, you know, different games I'm playing or stuff's coming out. So a lot of times I'm like, man, I want to talk to somebody about this, but I know they're not going to care. So I'm just going to save my breath. So I know exactly what you mean there. Unless I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes' wiener or how many footballs he's gonna shove up his butt. It's not very interesting. Look at how much money I made last night. Everybody's like taking their phones around and showing everybody. Hit it on the last play, man. It was fucking crazy. Or, you know, like the next week when they lose their ass, it's like super quiet. No one's like, hey guys, where's the phones at today? Not having a good week? I'm not a gambler, so it doesn't really entice me.
The sound. Gilly Bates.
I've never had a lot of money where I'm like, oh yeah, I could throw this away. You know how people are like, you know, you never want to go to a casino with money that you need or money that you're not afraid to lose. I'm afraid to lose any amount of money. I've never been to a point where I'm like, I literally couldn't use this for anything else. Let's go gamble. It's never happened. It's kind of stupid, but I get happy when others are happy. Seeing them get so excited, they stumble over the words. It just makes me feel happy. I don't know why. I think that's called just being a wholesome, decent person. And enjoying the enjoyment of others. Like me, watching Steve play Elden Ring. See how excited he is? He wants to.
I got this game the other day, called Shotgun Cop Man. Have you heard of this?
Shotgun Cop Man. No, I have not.
It's made by the same people who made My Friend Pedro. I don't know if you've
Is that the banana game? I think I've played that.
Yeah, the banana game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved My Friend Pedro, which I need to get back to that. I've never beaten it, but you know I don't beat games all the time.
I'm just as bad.
But Anyway, Shotgun Cop, man, I almost played it today, but I'm like, I've never practiced this at all, and I don't want to get on live and have all the pressure of needing to do well in front of everybody and make it
That's why
ruin
you
my.
wouldn't like Elden Ring.
Why I wouldn't like Elden Ring?
That's why you wouldn't like Elden Ring. Continue.
Oh, but anyways, yeah, I didn't. I decided not to do it, but because I want to try it first. But it looks really fun, and seems to be getting a lot of positive attention, so that's cool. But yeah, My Friend Pedro is super cool. That's a game we ought to do sometime.
I remember not being very good at it.
It's difficult. I mean, it's definitely not easy.
Have you ever played Katana Zero?
Yeah,
That game's fucking awesome.
yeah, that's a good game. Definitely a good game. Game Dex. Booth Babes or upgrade to guest star?
Have we ever hired a guest star before?
No.
Let's do it. What have we got to lose except for money? And it's okay. We can always go gambling with it. We don't need it.
Just hit that parlay, bro.
Just hit.
But no, this is a perfect time for us to do this because we've got a big game in production right now.
So we've got the weird mask, the Lego ripoff, and the furry guy with us. That's our guest star.
I think the woman standing next to us is the guest star.
Well, who the hell is she?
Oh.
We're paying her a lot of money and we don't know who she is? That's all right. I put you in charge of the finances, so I can't say anything.
We need to boost the graphics.
Now, see like how the power lines, do you see like how there's like some of them are so big, but they've only got like a quarter in the tank or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so what's better? Like if you go to that one person who's got a smaller, yeah, that one has like a smaller bar, but it's almost all the way full. Like, what's the difference?
I don't know. I know that like that replenishes when they go home and go to bed. Okay, why don't we use item? Still need to boost our graphics. So who's someone that's like real full? Oh, Noob. Am I
That
gonna
has
use
full pixelated breasts.
full pixelated breasts? You won't even believe it, bro.
It's another lovely pair.
Oh, lovely pair.
When are you gonna do the second episode of that?
As soon as I got, that didn't go well at all.
Stop fucking around on Look Outside and start detectiving.
Well, we're gonna reach the end of our footage from Look Outside pretty quick here. Let's use a creativity boost. Creativities. Because yeah, the whole thing with Dark Side Detective is like I literally played it and did it and edited it all in one day. So like I'm just gonna have to buckle down and get her done. I've just had so much crap, especially with the tornado. Good lord, that like ruined everything. What do we want to name?
You had a tornado.
Yeah. I sent you the picture and everything of that. Like gigantic tree in my backyard.
I didn't know that was from a tornado. I assumed you just had a tree cut down.
No. I thought I'll have to go back and see what I said. No, like there's a tornado that blew through, knocked that massive tree over, destroyed my back fence. Yeah, pretty awesome. Lost power for several days, had to spend a crap load of money, still got even more money to spend. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. So what do we want to name this game? Here, let's name it Ninja Gaiden. Gaiden. No, it's about a gay ninja.
I'm surprised that isn't already a game, to be honest.
Pay her, I hardly know her.
No, you sent me a picture that says Tree Coochie. And then you sent me a picture of her profile picture, and then when you meet her in real life.
Nothing before that?
No.
I don't know. Ninja Gaiden going in the Hall of Fame, baby. Yeah, I think is all this is. Yeah, it was terrible. I don't think anybody got killed by it, but like it wrecked like the whole freaking city. It was crazy. And even wilder was driving around door dashing after that and seeing the extent of the damage freaking everywhere. It was just nuts. Yeah. Number 1, baby. That's like Oscar level material. Making a video game about gay ninjas, or a gay ninja.
He's gonna kick you in the face. How's your puppy, Steve? How's my son?
He's good. He's we got my daughter bought him this new toy that kind of looks like a big rubber wiener. Not really, but every time I see it I'm like, oh. But he loves this toy and just nuts about it. It's hilarious. And he's never really been one to fetch, but he will absolutely fetch this toy.
He's a beautiful baby. And Steve really likes his breath.
His breath is terrible. Here we go. We're gonna look for some new staff. Hopefully we find some better people than the ones that we got. A gay ninja named Den.
Oh, he gayed in.
You get it. Oh, shoot.
If you a ninja and you like the same kind of ninja, then you gayed in.
Camry's still mad at me for the vet visit yesterday. Vaccine. She wouldn't even accept the pup cup afterwards. Oh, dang, son.
Ooh, you're in trouble. We bought some like frozen dog cups from the grocery store, and neither one of our dogs really liked them. But it was weird. It's like they liked them the first night, but then they came in a set of 4, and but then when we tried to give them the other 2, it's like they gave it a couple licks, and both of them were like, "Nah, we good, fam.
We good."
I'm like, how are you gonna hate on frozen ice cream? You're dogs. It's like cheese flavored.
Mm-hmm.
But they did not care for them. Now the ones like from the drive-thrus and stuff, you go through McDonald's and you get a pup cup or something, they'll eat the shit out of that. But Frosty Paws, yeah, I think that's what they're called. I think that's exactly what they were.
Reversey. Maybe we should make a Reversey game.
Are you gonna make a game yet? Are you gonna make a game yet?
Historical adventure? I have an adventure game. Or should I do pirate adventure? I feel like we've done pirate a lot, but
only if you name the historical game Badass Ben Franklin. Or what was the other one? John Adams Jerk Off. My Saint Bernard loved those. Ate them in one bite. Damn.
Damn.
Can't wait to get a new dog someday. They are lovely. Love me a good dog.
Johnny Jepp. That would be the
Take
name.
me a good old beagle mix any day.
So the pup cups, like at the shit, that's not very much, man. Where do you get a pup cup from? Like what restaurant?
You can go through like the drive-through at like McDonald's or Starbucks or something, and they have like a little. I don't know if it's non-dairy or what, but they have like dog safe little cream things that they'll give you in a cup for your dog to lick.
How much does that cost?
That's free usually.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just like a little sample size cup of like whipped cream or something.
Steven Jobson. Charles.
225-pound dog, dear Lord. 6'3" from nose to tail.
Good Lord.
That's a big ass dog.
Take me to Waffle House.
Put that under the file, do not piss off.
Not right. Honey, sweetie.
But it's usually like the big dogs like that that are like the biggest the biggest pansies. Like I ain't doing anything. I love you. Like, you know, bull in a china shop kind of thing. Historical zombie. Ah, yes, who could forget the zombie outbreak of the 1600s?
We're gonna fire Mr. X. He kind of sucks. Sorry, dude. But I worked my hardest for. I'll make a hit game at my next job. You'll see. I hope you do. But it just ain't working here.
1, 2, 3. It's over. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Coder.
Koki Bottleson.
I hardly knowed her.
Sounds like she's got a massive cocaine problem.
I love how King Akbar's up here and he's like, all of his stats suck.
Don't you think like Corporal Akbar would be better because it's kind of closer to Admiral Akbar rather than just King Akbar? Adam says you're going to get him started playing this game again.
Clementine's kind of not that great, man. Yeah, we're going to get rid of Clementine. Jack Russell guy. We used to have a crap, she was part Jack Russell, part something, and I can't remember what it was.
Peanut's got a little Jack Russell in her, I think.
Yeah.
I think she's a Beagle Jack Russell Dachshund, if I had to guess.
Okay, we're gonna get this guy. We're spending a shitload of money on new employees here. Yeah.
I love that there's never any of these options where like they choose to leave to find better positions. It's like, no, we're doing all the firing here.
Right.
We're just replacing all of our talent with better people.
We're gonna get rid of Shirley. You just what's
but
up,
I
Adam?
won't be able to find a job. I'll be homeless. Fire.
Get the hell out of here, Shirley.
Surely you can't be serious.
Surely you can find the door. Sandy Claus.
Brussels doc. Yeah. One of those.
Okay, we're done. Quit hiring, yes.
A shy corgi mix, and she's a handful. The dog's the size of her. That dog's the size of her professional wrestler. Is there a professional wrestler named Peanut? That doesn't sound very intimidating. As either a dog or a wrestler.
Brussels Doc.
But maybe it's one of those like ironic things, like Tiny Tim. I made that
Tiny
up.
Tim
I
was
know.
tiny.
Or not Tiny Tim, Little John.
That's
what
You pick like the guy who's known for being like a shriveled human being.
I was thinking of like how like really large guys were named Tiny sometimes.
Uh-huh.
But then I meant to, but I was going for Little John. Not the rapper, so we're clear. The one from the Robin Hood classic tale. Not okay.
Okay. Adam, I'm just gonna wait for you to level out because I'm not following anything you're saying.
Wait for you to level out.
I don't get any of it.
I think he was saying that when I said that Peanut was a beagle dachshund Jack Russell, he was making it so that she's a Brussels Doc mixed name,
Yeah.
like a celebrity couple, like a Bradgelina.
No, we're not gonna do this, noob. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy.
I'll take a nut over a purebred any day. I mean, I think that purebreds get a lot of hate just because they exist and because they're made to be that way. I don't think that makes them any less of a dog. But I get the whole point of the mutt because they're lesser sought after. But let's be honest, 90% of the population has mutts over purebreds. But not that there's anything. I mean, but I don't think there's anything wrong with purebreds. You know, still great dogs. They're just pure.
They're just pure.
I just want to be pure. But I wish a lot more people felt that way about taking mutts because there'd be a lot less strays in the world.
Oh my gosh. My mom, she loves dogs, which is great, obviously, but like she always wants like rescue dogs and stuff. And she winds up with these dogs. They're freaking nightmares. And I was like, Mom, why are you doing this to yourself? You keep relegating you guys to having these dogs that are a freaking menace. And it's like, you only got so many dogs left in you. Why don't you get like a nice dog that is well behaved and, you know, hasn't grown up living with crack whores or whatever it is. It's just like, just pick a dog that's a well-adjusted dog that's not
living with crack whores.
It's crazy. Just like, good Lord, please.
I mean, you definitely. When one goes searching for an animal from the rescue world, you definitely have to do some vetting, and that's not a pun. Definitely need to like one of the places or one of the things that we loved about where we got Peanut was that we were able to like legit take her home for a couple weeks to see how she acclimated to us and like our existing dog that we had and everything. And then if it worked out, then we were on board, but if it didn't work out in any way, then we, instead of either being stuck with her or like how people would be like, well, I'm just going to give her up to another place, like you could legitimately bring her back and be like, loved Peanut, but unfortunately it just wasn't really working, but we would love to try another dog that we would, had our eye on or whatever. Like you could do that. And I thought I wish more places did that, but in all honesty, some places are so eager to have space that they're just like, "Yo, you want the dog? Here, please take it. We don't even care."
Yeah.
and that's when you start ending up with the dogs that were found in chicken wire in Israel or something.
Yeah, little Fido over here, he was sniffing out landmines in Syria.
Right.
He's a little nervous, but he's really loving. It's just like
Spends most of his time trembling in a corner and pissing himself, but and he really does not like loud noises.
yeah. It's like, yeesh, come on.
Doesn't everybody want a dog that will threaten to attack you for going to the bathroom?
Yeah, that's what my mom's dog will do. Well, it's funny because one little blip. Okay, not worth using any more boosts. What do we want? Adventure, historical, was it?
Who's been here the longest? And Camry came on with me. Your mom and I have the same. Your mom and I have the same spirit. I paid $80 for Alice. My parents paid $1,500 for the purebred Maltese. Camry was also returned twice because people are buttheads.
This is James Madison.
James Madison jerk off.
I had a lot of fun with it.
The sophisticated version.
I was about to cry. Yeah, I bet you were. You little freak.
Is that the pumpkin pie? Is that the pumpkin pie?
Yeah,
guy?
the pumpkin pie. Yeah. James Madison. They made a game about me doing what?
Wank off.
Joe, get in here. Wait, Dolly, get in here. Was it Dolly Madison, his wife?
Oh my god, I have no idea. If you pulled that out of the knowledge of the universe, I'm gonna be amazed.
Dolly, get in here. They're doing a game about me.
Holy shit, it was Dolly Madison. How did you do that?
I don't know.
Dude, that's like, you just won $1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire without having to use a lifeline.
Yeah, okay, Zelda says, our dog that passed away a few years ago, Kaiser, he was chipped, and like on his chip, because we found him, like he just showed up in our yard one day, but he was so sweet, so we're like, well, we can't just like turn him away or whatever, so we got with like the Humane Society and stuff, and they scanned his chip, and they're like, well, he's got like several people on this chip, so we're gonna try to reach out to these people and see if we can, find his owner or whatever. And basically nobody claimed him,
Gorgeous dog.
I still don't know what the what was it? Best design ninja, Gaiden. Best music, James Madison. It's mood music. Action Robot for runner up. Oh, worst game, Hack and Field. Okay, we gotta win grand prize freaking once, man. I think it's got to be impossible to win the grand prize. Because you get $1 million. Like, what if you win the $1 million? The rest of the game means nothing because, like, you would have more money than you would know what to do with.
I'd like to try.
But yeah, like none of these people would claim Kaiser, and he lived with us for I don't even know how long, but like long time. And he was a heck of a dog. Oh, you know what? I'm not saying that this is where it came from, but I do remember, though, there's an episode of Drunk History about Dolly Madison. Oh, and there's also, isn't Dolly Madison like like Little Debbie, like they make snack cakes or something?
I have no idea.
Let's Google Dolly Madison.
I will.
Boy, the picture it brings up of her is not flattering.
Ho-hos?
How dare you refer to our former first lady like that?
Dolly Madison is an American bakery brand owned by Hostess.
Oh, she makes zingers, it looks like.
Zingers, Hostess cupcakes, and ho-hos, it looks like.
And ho-hos. Yeah, Dolly was a pretty cool lady.
Oh, holy shit, the Dolly Madison donuts. That's Dolly. Oh, wow. I didn't know that was the president's wife. I just thought it was somebody named Dolly Madison.
Yeah.
Not the Dolly Madison.
President's wife.
Well, the more you know.
Bum, 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 bum. Comedy!
Everyone in the past was ugly.
I love zingers. The vanilla ones are my favorite. Like those are like the yellow ones, I assume, right? Oh, this is a contract.
They make orange ones, and only complete psychopaths would eat those.
Steve, you're smarter than a 5th grader.
I love that Travis Kelce is the host of that show because he is not.
Oh my! He hosts Smarter Than a 5th Grader now.
Yes.
I didn't even know. First of all, I didn't even know that show was still on the air. Much less hosted by Travis Kelce.
He's probably like, that was actually a really good question. I kind of want to know the answer.
Should we try to do another? Well, okay. What kind of game do we want to make here? RPG simulation.
We've done all the ones that are A's. We've done them to death. I'm surprised they don't give you like A's for some of these other ones that we've never done, like a board game or.
Well, I remember doing a robot shooter one time, and it did really well. Maybe we should try that. Scenario.
Huge scenariolas.
Huge. William Tomato.
You're welcome, Zodus. We have to call out psychotic behavior when we see it.
Yeah. Robot Pew Pew. Did you mean Doom? I forget where, I also did robot racing because I was like, oh, like F-Zero or something. And then I did it in this, like, through Two Dude Studios, and it did terrible. I was like, what the heck happened?
Man, you know, an underrated racing game for the Super Nintendo that you would never think would be good. Micromeister Mars.
Really?
Fantastic racing game.
It's TV show.
Did a segment about James Madison jerk off.
That should really boost our sales. He was like, what it really was is one of the parents that are like, this is what our children are playing.
Can you imagine us doing like a press interview for John Adams jerk off?
Oh,
we're like
man.
Wearing shirts and everything.
So what was your inspiration when you came up with this idea?
Well, we were looking through pictures of James Madison and wondered what his O-face would look like. Yeah. So we got hard to work, emphasis on hard, and really recreated it. What it would be like to bring James to completion from beginning to end.
Wow.
The project, obviously speaking. I don't know what you were thinking.
Excuse me.
There it is. We almost made it.
I know, right?
You did a TV show segment about
video games are bad for kids.
Look at what they're doing. They're jerking off the presidents.
Oh, get in here.
It's like a Nintendo exclusive, and you have to use the Wii remote to jerk them off.
Oh, wow. Motion controls, yeah.
Yeah.
think we should do some advertising. Lunar writing. Let's do
Lunar.
Lunar. Hardly know. Well, you know, it's funny. Adam always when he says he wants to see a really cute chibi-fied Doom. What was that game? Beta version's not complete. Start painting this sound. Splatterhouse Wanpaku Graffiti. No, the Splatterhouse games are freaking gross.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But then, like, Splatterhouse Wanpaku Graffiti is all chibi and cute. What's higher milk pudding?
There's also like a Castlevania one like that.
There's a chibi Castlevania?
It's like Kid Dracula or something. Like
Oh,
that.
that's right. Yeah, Kid Dracula. Yeah, I forgot about that. Cult of the Lamb. I am too stupid to be good at Cult of the Lamb. Oh, we gotta boost the graphics.
Steve's played it for like 43 years, and I don't know if there actually is an end to the game, to be honest. I think it just keeps going forever.
No, there's an end.
It's the longest game on Earth.
Well, there's a crap ton of stuff to do. So it's like if you want to like experience the game, I mean, to its fullest extent, it's basically look, we're over 100 and everything. We're kicking some ace in this game. What are we doing right now? The game of develop is not complete. Let's start the debugging. We're gonna let's try to see if we can't boost them graphics a little bit more.
Koki bottles. Here, Koki, here's a teener.
Koki. Makes it sound like she's a cokehead. Hey, Koki. You doing all right over there, Koki?
Need you to pull an all-nighter. Shouldn't be a problem for you, am I
Shouldn't be a
right?
problem for you.
Ding.
Robot shooter, change title.
Boner jams.
Shooter, I hardly know her.
Wow.
A rare masterpiece. A rare masterpiece.
We're at
Needs
the
a
end of the
rest.
stream, guys. Can you tell?
Hall of Fame. Dude, we kicked some booty on that. Speaking of which, I'm probably going to need to go in a second here. Actually, I got to take care of some stuff with my daughter.
I do too.
Can't wait for this to go on sale.
Boombot. That's a way better name than Shooter. I hardly know her.
Boombot is a good game. Or good name for a game. Number 1! Staff pay. Man, we gotta pay these people? Shoot.
Dude, I think we've won, right? Like, we have a ridiculous amount of money, and we've won, like, well, I guess we haven't won Game of the Year. I guess that's when you can say you truly win, right?
Yeah. I don't know if we should ask Gibson. I mean, because he's played a lot of this game. Like, I've played it a lot, but I feel like he's probably played it even more than I have.
He said he was on, like, year 66.
Right. We have to see if it's possible to win Game of the Year or not, or whatever they call it.
Yeah. Number 1 at Game Dex.
Look at all these game decks.
Look at them. They're good, so they're pretty good looking decks.
Love these game decks. Game decks. Traveling salesman. No, I don't really need any of your stuff. Thank you for your business.
Interest you in a big sigh to get the hell out of my office.
I used to be a game developer myself we make him older. I used to be a game developer myself in my younger days. Now I just play them, but I had to write in to say how much I enjoyed your latest shooter. The average company couldn't come close to replicating that kind of perfection. If I wasn't retired, I'd love to apply for a job at your company, but I guess I'll have to content myself with playing your games. I was thinking it was going to be a letter about the James Madison game.
Hey, could you skip the boss fights in your next game?
Skip the boss fights. I'm still shocked that that's actually a real thing. I thought you were messing
It
around
is.
at first. Good
It
Lord.
is, man.
That's shameful. Shameful, I say.
It feels so wrong.
Yeah. Seriously. All right, y'all. Me and Adam are gonna say happy trails.
Gonna go James Madison jerk off each other and
Yes, that's what's gonna happen. All of you guys have yourselves.
thanks
a
for
great
joining us today,
afternoon.
guys.
Yeah, make
We
sure you
enjoyed
hit the
jerking
like
off
button.
with you. If you enjoyed jerking off with us, and jerk off that like button.
Yeah, all over the like button. Help that like button out a little bit. And but you guys have a great rest of your day. But if you haven't already done so, check out our Look Outside videos. They're really good.
Also, Dark Side Detective video for full pixelated breasts.
Right. Yeah. And if more people watch that one, I'll be more inspired to make episode 2 of that one. James Madison while driving. Oh my gosh. Well, you be safe over there, Keith.
One hand on the road, two eyes.
You guys have a good one.